Otherwise, if we have no other concerns before we begin, what happened on our last little adventure, Valence?
Oh fuck, what did happen? I did not recap myself like I normally do.
Eh.
Today I've been doing a lot of things. Yeah, no, I'm just spaced out on that. Holy shit.
That is fair.
I gotcha.
Oh no, I got it. In leaving the cavern where you fought Ashna and her group headed to the southwest, and you guys continued through the mountains up to the north to the capital. In that journey, essentially, you were graced by several of the vestiges in your due travels. You are now all marked in various ways. But nevertheless, you enter the capital city on note from Arava, or on note from Deshara that something has happened to Arava and that she is seeking your aid. She is also with the other threads who are there presently. However, you had other business, but in entering the capital itself, you were guided by essentially a minder into the city.
Judy.
And were escorted to an estate that they are providing you for your stay. However, you do not want to stay there because you do not trust it, and you've pieced the fuck out all the way back to Ezo, where we are going to start our journey today. So, you guys poof through the teleportation circle in the capital. This is where you are. You have done the thing. What is the plan?
And just sort of is like sort of fastening his side. He says, "All right, I've got personal business to attend to here, but something we should probably address is you lot should probably go speak to the princess before
Why?
the encroaching east, especially with the Confederation taking over different places that are undergoing civil war, and Ezo is currently also at civil war."
Oh,
Yeah, it's something that does need to be brought up.
And if we need to.
is there a waiting time?
But no, Kenji always handled that before.
Oh, okay. Let's go then?
I'll see you lot back. Just at a tavern, I guess. Like I said, I've got personal things to handle.
Why are you all
Okay.
dressed up?
Business meeting.
Okay.
You can insight that if you want. It's like, oh, fucking.
Why not? Damn it. I'm not gonna say that's a failure.
That is up to deception checks.
I'm giving Chris
Yeah.
disadvantage because she's bad.
Wow.
Oh man, you shouldn't have.
Nah, I committed.
You can't just call Chris bad like that. That's fucked up. She's a solidly average Goyle.
Okay.
If you sounds about right.
Fucking fine.
That being said, you agree on a return point on a tavern near the teleportation circle that you used, and you go your separate ways. What is the larger group going to do?
Well, Carissa will go to whatever official building she knows of that she can get audience with the princess.
You would go to the castle, as you did in the previous time that you had visited there, greeting people and heading into the reception area that they have. You're essentially just asking for an audience with the princess, yes, or with the empress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They kind of look to you. All right then. What's your business with the empress?
We're travelers. We're from Ezo though, and we're concerned about the encroaching Confederation, and we wanted to offer our observations.
Observations then? You'd probably be better off speaking to the generals. They are obviously aware of it. We are mustering the armies as we speak. You're concerned about your family here in Ezra, then you can rest assured that we'll keep them safe and sound.
Well, we're mostly concerned about the ever-growing Confederation.
Again, we are aware of their recent advances into North Formosa. At very least, it should be some time before we have to combat them.
The Confederation's a large country. No, they're not gonna be moving, and other countries don't know about it. So there's no point in really bringing it up because they probably already know about it.
Have the generals offered a truce with the North so that they can deal with one enemy instead of fighting each other?
At very least, what I can tell you, from what I know myself, is that in discussions with Formosa, it seems that the quick surrender of the North from the recent invasion has at least ended the hostilities in that country. South Formosa is currently in a state of trying to figure out what to do, as it did lose forces on its battlefield, but has nothing to do with us. Fortunately, we're safe on our island, and things should be fine, at least without the hostilities of our own to the north.
Do we have any other out of character? Do we have any other information to offer?
Other than
No.
other than the Confederation taking over Northern Formosa and most likely going to take over the Northern
It's not
Ezo.
confirmed that they're gonna take over Northern Formosa, especially since Southern Formosa just won the war.
Alright.
Sort of.
Yeah.
By default, they won.
Yeah, it wasn't like North Formosa marched up there
Yeah.
and then basically
Yeah.
just came back. They were like, we're
No.
part of the.
I'll
No?
show you how it worked out. Yoink.
Back to the map.
So it essentially played out like this. The North was marching south. The South marched north to meet them. They met somewhere in the middle and had a little fight. While that was happening, the Confederation came around this way and is like, "Sup, fuckers," and then took over the North.
Yeah, but wasn't the Duke from the North like already like, yeah, I'm with the Confederation?
No. He was
No,
he was trying to form his own kingdom up here, and he's like,
No.
"I'm the new
One
king."
of his assistants was from the Confederation.
That much
They were
is
trying
No.
to pull in. They were trying to pull in North and South Korea.
No, one of the bits of news that we had heard was that I don't even remember his name, was that he had joined the Confederation. Not forced.
join, annexed, made into a tributary. Wink.
Okay.
You know, you don't really
Well-
know because you haven't visited or haven't talked to anyone there, but you'd probably find out more in Heijo.
Eh.
True.
So the only other thing Chris would have suggested if she talked to anyone would be like, "Hey, you want to like make peace with the North and just settle things down?" But if they've done that, then
Yeah, this guy is just like the reception at the castle, so you only get what he knows. Unless there's anything you want to say to him.
I can't think of anything.
That is fair. He gives you a nod and bids you off to attend to whoever is next in line behind you.
I don't know if there's much we can do.
I don't think so either. If they're doing all they can, then well, that's just it. I don't know what else we would do at this point.
That is fine. You guys exit the castle as you do. You basically have the whole city to yourself if there's anything else you would like to do in your downtime.
I keep forgetting I have 69 HP every time, and I look at it, it's like, what is that? What is that big sex number in the middle of my character sheet?
That big sex number.
That big sex number.
Hey, boy, that's a big sex number you got there.
Keck. Oh man, I don't know. There's two. Let's see. I want to get an item, and I also want to buy a 500 gold diamond, but I know I can't afford both. So
So
Hey,
what is the play?
I have 84 gold. I have nothing to do. Nothing I can buy.
Y'all, bro.
You didn't track the money from the teleportation circle for this, did you?
I mean, I marked off a chalk.
Okay.
I had 6. I had 6 last session. I now have 5.
Okay, because I marked off 50 gold to pay you back for that.
Oh, well,
50
now
gold.
then did you, okay, you marked off the gold, so I have it. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm good.
Thief always pays his debts.
Not all of them.
With your sudden influx of money, do you have anything you'd like to buy?
Haha, no.
Very well. If that is the case, back on Ren's side, Ren, you, in your dapper wear, are re-entering the city, the one that you're very accustomed to. You know the streets as they move. You do see that soldiers are milling about, marching here and there, taking orders from captains and such. The streets are busy and a little tense from what you can tell, but otherwise lively.
Yeah, he's just gonna like start moving through it, just sort of working his way through the crowd. Just keeping a slight eye out. He's like tossing a gold, like if he sees any beggars or anything. Just sort of doing his usual bit in Ezo, but he's moving towards a very specific place.
Mm-hmm. By all means.
By all means. I don't know if there's anything to do on the way there. I think I just gotta go.
High flowers.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible idea, Freedom.
Yeah, it is a horrible idea.
Also stall
Like-
Lucky, my cat.
Like, if you're just seeing one of your exes after 12 years and like you want to get back on speaking terms with them, you really think showing up with flowers is like the best idea?
Show up with a flower, not like a rose.
A singular flower and the singular chocolate.
No.
Show up with friend flowers. There are friend flowers.
Friend flowers? I've never heard of
There's like
this.
there's flowers you get someone you love. There's flowers you get friends. There's flowers you get for people who are mourning, and there's flowers you get for your
It's
mom.
true. Different flowers have different meanings.
It's
Just
true.
fucking show up to her house. Yo, girl, I got you a dandelion and an M&M.
Bruh, you'll get back on speaking terms immediately with
No.
that.
I got
I mean,
you,
how can I say no?
I
I
got
mean,
you a weed and a
it's a-
skittle.
Dude, it's a red M&M. How could I say no?
Oh, God.
I'm here to take you on a date. Let's go to McDonald's.
Bitch, you want to go to Denny's?
Oh God, how do you say this name? It's a pretty flower, but how the fuck do you say that name?
Nevertheless, what do you do?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna purchase a small bouquet of flowers, and Chris, you can figure out how to fucking say this.
Awesome.
Alstroemeria?
Alstroemeria looks like it.
Yeah, it's supposed to
Alstroemeria.
represent friendship, but also
Show us a
wealth,
picture of what they look
prosperity,
like.
and fortune.
Picture. I want a picture. What color?
Seems to be orangish or pinkish.
Like
That is a weird picture you linked. Here's a more proper picture.
Yeah, I just got the picture off my
Those are-
flower site.
Those are good friend flowers.
It's okay, she won't know that they represent friends anyways.
Yeah, probably.
It's fine. It's
Probably
it's
just
fine.
like, she'll probably just like, flowers.
Listen,
when we
my
just
mom was a
start
druid.
talking.
It's fine. Just the eternal bit, just like it's fine. It's fine. For somebody I knew once knew flowers.
I have
does
a
that
friend
mean?
who's
Huh?
a flower.
Some of my closest friends are flowers. Thank you.
Actual
And
druid
I'm not
hours,
just
though.
talking about the. Oh
It's
God,
True.
it's true. It's the truest thing I've ever heard. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna snag a small bouquet of flowers and just keep making my way through.
Stealing them.
But where do you make your way through?
I'm heading to Akiko's house.
That is the thing. You eventually turn off on a street very similar to the one you see pictured before. It is just a simple street that you've traveled many a time, both normally and also in your state of spying, for lack of a better word.
Spying sounds really bad.
But it is getting into the afternoon, late afternoon hours, as you've teleported here, and then traversed the city to this location. What do? You do see your house like halfway down the street?
I guess I just be normal for once in my life, and I walk up to the front door and I just give 3 like solid raps.
You do so. There is a short pause before you begin to hear a noise stirring from within. And in that time, actually, one thing that you never gave me, so I can't show everyone else, but we don't have a token in the game. However, the
Shit.
Can you decide that in like 30 seconds or less?
Uh,
I leave that to your discretion.
let's see here. I'm pretty sure I know which one we picked.
I mean, I never settle on the decision. This is all you.
It was the blue one. Oh god, I've got to go back in D&D. It's an easy jump.
Doo-ba-doop-doop-ba-doo.
I promise I'm prepared.
Octopath music is always good for D&D.
This is an Octopath.
This... What?
This is Legend of Zelda.
But
Oh, this is Terrytown. This sounded like Legend of Zelda. Or not Legend of Zelda. This sounded like a Octopath for some reason.
I can't make it into a token, but it's in D&D.
Okay, because I can do that.
It's like
That's the
Tressa's
one.
side theme.
Yeah, it does sound like it. It's been so long though
It
since
sounds
Yeah,
like
it's the drums,
Tressa's
right?
hometown. No, it's the main instrument, the like clarinet oboe.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've played Tressa's story, so it's like
Yeah, it's like Tressa's hometown music is what it's most similar to.
Ripple Tide.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be giant, so don't mind this. But this person shows up at the door whenever it uploads.
She's a
Right.
giantess.
Yeah, Rin was actually dating a giantess.
Oops.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
But the door slides aside, and Akiko opens the door. She kind of like gazes out to see who's there. Seems to like see your face. She kind of blinks real quick, and then you see her face resolve into the smile similarly pictured in the token.
Yeah, he just sort of says. Also, keep in mind, looks completely different from anything that she's ever seen. Is normally like the somewhat ratty, like movement-oriented clothes, and now he's just in a nice suit. And he just says, "Hi, sorry it took so long to sort of arrange this. Was in the middle of the Confederation."
Certainly been some time. The Confederation? How does that work? She just gives you a quizzical look.
I'm moving around a lot. I had signed on with a thread. I'm one of her guardians. Been interesting so far. Definitely very difficult.
Well, you're certainly looking dapper enough if you're an adventurer now.
Well, it's a bit. We've kind of expected to speak to a royal while I was here, and possibly speak to a royal or the emperor in the Confederation once we came back. So I just might as well dress the part.
Either way, come on in. She moves the door aside and opens it up for you to enter. Do you do so?
Yeah, he just sort of slowly walks in, just sort of like looking around at the house that he knew.
And it has not changed terribly much since you've last seen it. It generally looks, as you remember it, small, but spacious and homey in its own way.
Still bloodstains in that one spot that you chopped a man into
Listen,
pieces.
it never came out between the boards, so you know, what are you gonna do?
Thanks for the memories, Ren.
flashbacks.
Actually triggered.
Mm-hmm. Same. Actually, same. But yeah, he just sort of walks in, just sort of produces the flowers like from behind his back. He's like, don't really know what to do in a time like this, but I remember my mom said that these meant friendship.
Thank you for that, at least. Hold on, I'm gonna get something for them. And she kind of like hurries off toward the kitchen side of the room. And as she does so, she quickly like motions absent-mindedly for you to sit down, as is customary for guests when they come over.
Yeah, she just goes and sits down. Most awkward that anybody has seen Ren in a long time. It's just, what do I do?
Don't worry, no
What
one's
do-
seen you.
Exactly.
Is that why you decided not to bring anyone?
Yes.
Man,
Can't
I
let
wanted,
the calm, cool demeanor break.
I wanted to follow, but I'm letting you have your alone time.
What calm, cool demeanor. You cried like a piss baby on the way to the Capitol.
Yeah, because we watched a child die.
Nevertheless, she gathers a small little ornamental vase that was not being used and puts your flowers in them and places them on the larger table as you sit down at the family table at the kotatsu. And wait, she asks from across the room, "Have you eaten anything?"
No, I sort of came right here from arriving in Saranus, so I'm empty.
Without even you finishing your sentence, she's already accustomed herself to her own kitchen and begins to pull some things out to prep. She also heats up some water after a moment, and in the next few minutes serves you some tea. That being said, during this time, she's willing to chat off and on with you as you choose, as she prepares the meal.
It's gonna serve you Tedderman chili with the guy that you chopped up.
God.
God,
She's
Summer,
had him in
long ago.
frozen
Summer,
storage.
I
I've
will-
been waiting.
Summer, I love this.
This is what you deserve, you piece of shit.
But she hums to herself otherwise, and just glances both
This
at
is
you
called
and out the window.
Perrin chili.
Why parent? No.
Oh God.
The ultimate
Oh
revenge.
god.
No.
Um,
Leave him alone.
But yeah, she hums to herself as she goes about her cooking, absent-mindedly looking out the window and glancing over at you every once in a while in the time that she is busy. But if you wish to say anything to her, it's not like she's off limits or anything.
Yeah, after a while, just sort of like sipping his tea, he just says, so, how have the past, God, 12, 13 years been?
And go as you can. Make every day that you can. Every day that comes to you. Been very busy. I know you've probably tried to get in contact with me with the past, but you have a job now. It keeps me busy.
If I'm being honest, up until I left the first letter, there was nothing. A lot of, just sort of made sure Rogue stayed away. That was all I ever had the courage to do. But things are a lot different now. I think I've changed a bit since I've been on this adventure.
That's good. We all need to change.
Yeah. Somebody told me that. What feels like a long time ago. The stuff I've seen since I left Ezo has been terrifying and amazing at the same time.
And it sounds like a proper adventure. Like from an actual book.
Yeah. I acquired a lot of weird stuff. And he sort of like reaches inside of his coat to where like the bag of holding was hidden. It says like this. It's I think it's the best item that I've received in my entire year of traveling.
And which thing are you presenting?
The bag of holding, and he's just gonna start to like pull, probably just like pulls like something small out first. It's like, seems fair enough, right? Just like pulls like a set of tools out. Then he's like, but then it gets a little bit more interesting. And he like reaches his arm like all the way up to the shoulder into it, and just starts like pulling out like, it's gonna pull out like a bottle of sake. Gonna pull out the dragon scale, the 80-pound dragon scale. He's like, this thing has saved my life more times than I really care to remember.
Want to jump in?
Yo, girl, want to go for a ride?
It's certainly something. I can't say I've seen anything like that except out in the markets.
They're a lot more commonplace than you think. At least, I guess, if you know where to look. He sort of takes a long sip of his drink again and just says, so, One thing that sort of crossed my mind, somewhere, probably somewhere near the Elven village, where I first got the idea of actually trying to cast a spell to talk to you, was that I never said I was sorry. I never apologized, or I never explained myself. I just sort of ran away, didn't I?
She comes over to, I'm sorry, I'm doing a thing. She comes back over to the table, with 2 small bowls and, presents you some nice noodles to share. They're there in D&D.
Man, first date back and she already gave you nudes.
God damn it, Free.
What can I say? It's natural for Ren. Like, it just happens, dude.
Immediately the panties are off.
She sits down at the table, though.
Wait, we
and
should
says,
post this on Pornhub.
She sits down at the table and says,
Shut
but
up.
apologize for what?
Probably the fact that one of the last times you saw me, it was with a dead man in your foyer.
Of course. You don't need to apologize
Then-
for something like that, I suppose.
I feel like I do. I feel like I should say that I've tried my best to sort of hold to my word that I gave you all those years ago, too. Just,
What do you mean?
it's a lot. I told you that I would do my damnedest not to kill anyone else.
Certainly would hope so. She kind of like
a lot.
gently sips her own drink.
Yeah, just sort of lets a smile play across his face before he says, a lot more difficult than you think when you're not Nezo. Or at least the city proper. There's so many
Certain-
monsters and dangerous people out there.
Certainly do hear about all the tales of adventurers moving out upon the land. And you've seen some things.
I've seen a lot. I've seen dragons. I've seen gloom up close. I've seen people fighting for no real reason other than these imaginary lines that we're crossing.
Words are very strange. Don't quite understand them, but fortunately because of my position, don't have to worry about that.
What's your position, exactly?
I'm getting old, Ren.
I don't think so.
You
Still
have the
look as
grace
lovely
and
as the day I met you.
Well, thank you. But you do have the grace and beauty I'm not really offered.
Maybe. But I think you're aging well. Better than most.
She kind of like tips
Rivals the
her.
elves.
She tips her cup over at your direction and says, "I try to do my best. I try to stay fit as much as I can. Working in a restaurant, it's easy to get a little plump sometimes."
Maybe. But, like I said, you're doing well. I'm going to be honest, I'm not good at this. I think you remember me from when I was young. I was never truly good at stuff like this, at speaking.
I think we all struggle sometimes. Doesn't make you bad at it. Makes us all human, I guess.
Well, half human for one of them.
Listen, free? It's
God, she's a
fine.
giantess.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, fun, and interactive. Yeah, I want to get things back to normal. Not necessarily the way that they were, but feeling like I've made a terrible mistake over these past 12 years of just not trying to stay as a friend or something, even despite the fear that I had. I think if I had stayed in Ezo, I could have stayed complacent with it, but seeing the amount of struggle and hardship that other people have endured while I was out on the road has made me want to cherish the people that I still hold close in life.
It's appreciated, I guess. You have people who are close to you, right? How's Perrin doing?
He's starting to get a little on in age.
I've seen him
He's
about
married
town.
now. Did you ever speak to him? Or
I
just...
decided not to. We were always on the other side of the market or some such. Just in passing. Did see his partner, I assume. He's very pretty.
He's a lucky man, and she's a lucky girl. Did you ever actually happen to get my letters?
She kind of like closes her eyes and puts both hands around her drink in front of her, and says, "I did."
Then you're somewhat aware of the situations as they've passed. One that it's sort of a recent development. To sort of talk about how everything's been going now that I've been out on the road. How I've been starting up these orphanages and trying to find my parents. Well, I have a lead on my mom for one. Finally.
So you're looking after your mother then? That's why you've set out? Besides the other affairs you have?
It's the main reason. I mean, the group is perfectly fine. Zoe's nice. Caristonata, interesting, and Lance he's a good guy. Finding my mom has always been the goal. Mom and Dad. A lot of us have sort of found ourselves in a weird state, I think.
Why is that?
You're familiar with the vestiges, yeah? Everyone here knows.
I'm not too familiar. I go to Shrine, of course, on the major holidays.
Everybody in our group, since we've sort of set out, has gradually, or at least up until recently, gradually, been sort of hand-picked by a vest.
So you're on some sort of pilgrimage?
Well, Zoe is. We're just there to keep her alive. And sort of make sure she turns out into an alright adult. Which I think I'm doing a terrible job of, but we're definitely keeping her alive.
You certainly seem to have made a lot of friends.
Friends, enemies, they sort of go hand in hand. But,
Really does sound like a fictional tale. Hard to believe.
yeah, I've even learned a few bits of magic along the way. You just sort of
That's
like...
just a fib.
He just sort of like arches an eyebrow, and just sort of mutters under his breath and like sort of gestures with his hand and casts fairy fire.
It casts as it does, and she just kind of is just like, whoa, looking around the room at the effect that it makes. And she just kind of chuckles to herself and then sips out of her drink, and continues to try to like wash away a laugh that's on her face before closing her eyes and nodding. And it's good. I'm glad. You really have changed. I was worried for a bit, especially when, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really expect to hear your voice inside my head. That was kind of strange.
Yeah. Magic's weird. That was courtesy of Caress. She's a wizard of some sort. She makes scrolls for spells every once in a while, and if I'm willing to pay her for the stuff, I get
Snag
Jesus
something.
Christ. No, he's just gonna like by a side of the table, like where she won't see it until he's long gone. He's just gonna set a small pouch with a note attached to it that he had pre-written out, and I will DM you what is in that pouch.
Good.
She's gonna get real pissed if you leave her money, dude.
Where
I'm
are
telling you
you?
right now, this seems like one of those girls that's gonna get
No.
real mad.
You act as though she'll ever be able to contact him again unless he initiates that contact.
Where are you placing this?
By like the side of the table, like
So
probably
just
like
kind of out of
underneath,
view.
yeah, probably like underneath like the edge of it.
You can put it under the kotatsu itself, the blanket part.
Yeah. Yeah, so she'll find it eventually, but not till he's gone.
Good.
Unless her husband finds it and he's like, bitch, were you a prostitute? Did you invite somebody over?
Bitch,
Yeah,
you've been
Did
no.
she
sleeping.
give you this large amount of money?
Have you been sleeping
You're
around?
gonna fucking ruin her new relationship.
They're married. I think he's terrible with money. I think he'll be fine.
He'll just go gamble it.
Exactly.
However, she does return from the other room, comes back to her seat, and takes what seems to be a small box. It has a small little latch, but it seems to have been unlocked, and she slides it across the table. Mention these.
Real quick, are we not going to talk about how in this medieval fantasy there's a refrigerator and electric lights?
No, it's fine.
Listen, art's
We'll
art.
edit in post. We'll edit in post.
I just wanted to point that out because I was like, hold up, is that an iPad on the table? Is that a fridge?
No,
Didn't
it's
notice the
fine.
iPad, to be honest.
It's fine. People are censoring it as we speak.
Don't worry, we got the editors on it, we'll be fine.
Yeah, he just he looks in the box.
Yeah, you take the box for yourself and open it. It is filled with things that you recognize. They are the letters to Akiko. They have never been opened. You kind
So
of
you
kept
haven't
them. I mean, had a feeling they were from you. More like a collection, if anything else. I didn't know if you'd want them back.
Why would I send something to you that I want back? Not in a bad way, but I just wanted to share the sort of adventures that I've had, the failings and successes that I've had.
Some people like
Even
to
if you-
remember the past. I did my best to move on.
I did too for a while, but I kind of realized that despair does sort of only leave parts of it behind. Some of it deserves to stay. We might not be in a relationship anymore. I don't even know if we'll be friends. I'd hope we'd be friends. But you're definitely one part I'd like to keep, at least for the future.
Try to put a lot of things behind me. Know if we can be friends. Be perfectly honest. A lot that's changed. Like I said, you're a very different person now.
Good. I mean, if you would ever see me out there with Zoe or especially when we get into a town after we've been traveling. As much as I hate to say it, I think I'm very reminiscent of early 20s Katsuo. I think the journey's forced to change, but I think the good parts are still there.
They were a good time. If I saw your friends, I'd be willing to meet them. They do seem very eccentric, at least.
Yeah, he just sort of like looks out the window to like check and see the time. They should be making their way to a tavern right about now. You can meet them, sure.
I have other things to worry about, unfortunately. She sips the last little bit of her cup again, and you see her hand tend to a ring that she has been like placing her fingers between every once in a while, just absent-mindedly.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet your friends. No, not right now, dude. Fuck
Yeah.
now. I am not meeting
Yeah.
now. The fuck you on about? I'd
Yeah.
love to meet them. No, never mind.
You're a
Don't
big
want
wait,
to meet you
what?
two either, bitch.
Well, yeah, you just said you wanted to meet him. No, not now. I'm busy. I'm busy. Points to the ring.
Busy.
I'm busy. I'd love to meet them though.
Yeah, he just sort of says, "That's understandable." But I should probably get going. I've taken up quite a bit of your time. I'm trying to learn how to not overstay my welcome in places.
More mature Katsuo.
Much more. And he just sort of stands,
She
sort of setting
rises
his
with
cup
you.
down. He says, "There's one last thing I want to show you.
Oh?
And please don't get the wrong impression when I start."
I strip.
I pull my pants down.
He's no, he's not pulling
I've
his pants down.
got this mole I need you to look at.
I got a new
He's going-
birthmark since we've met.
He's going to hand his basically what you just said. He's going to hand his suit jacket to his unseen servant, and he's gonna unbutton part of his shirt, and he's gonna pull his left shoulder out, and just show her and say, "When I said that we've been sort of handpicked by the gods, I wasn't over exaggerating, and because of this, I've made several commitments, and I've made several decisions, and I think that because of this might be one of the last trips to Ezo that I get for quite a while, if nothing goes terribly wrong. If Zoe dies, or we'll be headed back, but if God forbid I were to pass doing the First Flame's bidding, I won't be headed back. Just wanted to let you know."
So, you're a priest now? Or is it just a tattoo?
Excuse you, bitch.
The First Flame went against my will and my consent and marked me as his chosen.
So, you can admit if you got really drunk one night, I understand.
She rolled a
With
shot
all the
insight,
night-
didn't she?
No, she didn't roll at all. Remember,
With all the
she has not read any of the letters Ren has sent. She knows nothing.
Yeah, he just sort of laughs as he sort of like buttons his shirt back up, like starts putting his jacket on. He says, No, definitely not. With all the nights that you and I spent pissed drunk, never once did I mar my body. No. Some asshole up there decided that I was his and he was going to claim it, so.
It's very strange. Never even heard a story outside of more weird adventuring fiction tales. Guess it really is different to be an adventurer.
It's very. But. Still, thank you for this meeting.
It's nothing. Again, good to see you. It's good to see that you've changed.
It's good to see that you're doing well.
Very
Nice.
well.
I'll talk to you later, Kiki. He's just gonna smile and he's gonna grab his bag and start to head out the door.
Yeah, she walks you to the door, opens it up for you. You gather your things and head out as she opens it for you. She kind of like stands in the door to watch you go whichever way you manage.
The second he's out the door, he just sort of like smiles and gives like the 2-finger salute. And he's gonna activate his ring of jumping. And he's just gonna immediately just yeet himself to one of the roofs and start walking.
Bang! Several of the people on the street are just like, oh, and you kind of like catch a glimpse of her just like doing the. It's kind of like the salute thing where it's just like you're protecting your eyes from the sun to like look up as you hop onto one of the roofs.
Yep. He's just walking, hands in his pocket, towards the tavern where supposed to meet up with the group.
Yes, yes, yes. This is indeed what you do. You venture forth. Get out
Don't
of
forget-
here.
Don't forget to grab a thing from your house.
What?
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
I'll do that after. Ah, fuck.
Well, what
Ah,
thing?
fuck. I could.
Start
Ah,
walking to the tavern. Ah, shit! Goes
Yeah,
to the
shit.
house.
Just immediately turns around, starts sprinting the other way. I was supposed to grab something from Perrin to try to scry on my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, start walking on one of the rooftops, stop, do a 180 on my heel, just start sprinting the other way. Just, fuck.
Yep. You hop in through the
She's
window as
still
you usually
watching
do.
from outside her house. She's just like, oh, yep, he went the wrong way.
Oh, yep, he forgot his keys again.
Yep, nope, he might be more mature, but he's still just as dumb. God, why are the pretty ones always so dumb?
Oh, that's great.
I may be dumb, but I'm
But I'm
not
not-
stupid.
No, I may be an
Maybe
idiot, but I'm not stupid.
That's the right one.
But you're going in through the window as you used to.
Yeah.
That is a thing that you do. You plop through the window and you hear a start. Ah!
Hey, just dropping by for a second to pick up something of Mom's.
No. When you said you're going off on a whirlwind adventure, I didn't expect you to show up that much. You know, at least call.
Come straight from the Confederation just for this, and you find some way to complain about it?
I'm just surprised you're here, and so fast. Man, magic's weird.
I had other business to attend to. I figured might as well make the immediate trip.
Other business out here?
Yeah. Just sort of wrapping up. I saw Akika.
Oh. I've seen her too, just a few times.
Oh, well, thanks for keeping me informed.
Didn't think it was any of your business, honestly. Just saw her across the
Yeah,
market a few
he didn't
times.
say that in character.
That's fine.
He's like, yeah. Yeah, he's just like, yeah. We had a chat, had food.
How's she doing?
She's doing well, and he's just sort of like walking, like just sort of strolling across the room. Married, still working a decent job, looks great.
That's pretty
Don't
good
know
then.
exactly what I expected going to see her. Didn't think I expected some sort of lovers reunion.
I don't know what you expected either. Honestly, if I was in the same position as you, I wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, well, I've always been the more hard-headed of it. Where is this item?
Ah, right, over here. He kind of opens up one of the chests that is in the room. And on top, it seems that he, like, found this and he just placed it there so he could find it later. But he presents to you what seems to be an owl's feather. It's also a quill at the end. He says, I was looking around all over the place. Couldn't find much. Around so much, I guess things got lost. We never really cherished anything. Didn't really think about it back in the day. Either way, I did find this. I remember it. Might not, but she used to write notes every once in a while, and this is what she always used until her inkwell ran dry.
Yeah, Rin just sort of gingerly takes him, like, looking at it before he puts it in the bag of holding and says, this ought to do. And to be fair, none of one of us ever thought we'd be going on an adventure with mages. But that's changed, so a lot of possibilities have opened up. And I'm moving closer to where I think she was last seen.
It's good.
I just don't know what did that to her mind. I've had a couple of mage friends talk it out, and well, I mean, there's a spell that could possibly do it, but they've said that it's not exactly permanent, and this has been going for damn near 30 years. So she was. I don't think I told him that she was last seen in another plane of reality.
Dunno.
Don't know.
You
But
tell-
yeah, he just says,
You didn't tell your brother that.
yeah, he just sort of like, as he's sort of like resecuring the bag of holding, she was last seen in the Feywild of all places.
Makes sense for her.
Yeah. The bard that taught me my magic said that he had seen her waltzing through there, so and hopefully wherever it is that hopefully whatever the spell is that Odd's cooking up with that weird crystal ball, he can figure out where she is, and maybe where she is, Dad will be. So
How are you doing through all this? Sound
um
different.
Well, I'm doing terribly if I'm being honest. I mean, we just came from a shrine not long ago where we had to. The gods are fucked up, Perrin. Their sense of path and morality is the most askew thing I've ever seen, even working in the underground. They killed a kid.
They
Could have been
killed
much
a
more than
kid?
12.
Didn't even think.
Well, not killed necessarily. I mean, basically caused her to go berserk and into a semi-celestial form that another kid, the kid that we travel with, had to defeat. The gods are fucked.
Sure you haven't been doing any skip or something. This sounds pretty strange.
Wouldn't touch it. And I'm kind of wrapped up in all this, and I cannot get out at this point. Sort of like tapping his shoulder, like his left shoulder again. Don't know if I showed you that one, but it's a mark from the first flame. So I'm in this for the long haul, James.
And it's a mark, you said?
Yeah, and he's just gonna cast minor illusion to sort of make the mark appear, like
Oh.
just sort of like floating in the air.
So
Looks
you
like this.
got a tattoo to identify yourself? Is that what you're saying?
Oh my god, everyone thinks that, don't they?
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that I went to go take a shower in an elven village, and it was just there.
And you're
I didn't get a
sure
choice in
you haven't been doing any skip? No other drugs?
I mean, I've got some subtle flower in my bag, but I've had that since we originally went to where was it? Port Town?
He interrupts you nevertheless, and he's like, yeah, no, that wouldn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
He would
Yeah.
know.
I've built up a tolerance to subtle flower.
You can't.
It's fine.
You can't build up a tolerance to it.
It's fine, Chris. It's fine. But yeah, just it's a lot, and I'm pretty sure that something is about to happen in the Confederation. I don't know if we're about to die or if our thread's about to die or something, but
Can you maybe not?
That-
Have you tried
Well.
not dying? Are you talking
Well.
to Ren or Jerry?
yeah,
Both.
that's Chris speaking to me, Perrin speaking to Ren.
Excellent.
like-
To what I have to
Excellent.
deal with every time I go home to see Ori. Can you just not die?
Yeah,
Can you just decide to like not to do that?
Yep.
It's a good bit.
Well, welcome to commoners in my world. When they hear the stupid, fucked up shit that adventurers do, they're like, maybe don't do that thing? Man, I'm glad I just read those books and didn't go on one of those adventures.
I mean, I think considering I was able to survive the fury of someone channeling divine power, I think a few mortals, even if it's a bunch of guards and an emperor, I'll be able to handle them.
And an emperor?
Yeah. So fun fact: I sort of came straight here from Serenus, in the Confederation.
Severnus.
We
No, Serenus.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
drunk.
you're
I
mixing it
always
with
say
Severny.
Severnus too. No,
Mm.
it's Severny and Avernus that we're combining to Severnus.
Well, no, because I have Severny in my world, and I have Serenus in my world, and you're, like, blending the two, see? Oopsie. Oink.
But yeah, we just sort of came straight from Serenus, and we had been specifically summoned by the Emperor of the Confederation for some such
Emperors.
reason. Emperors, and they've also, at least I'm fairly certain that they're the ones who have taken another thread and are keeping him captive. And I'm pretty sure that the matter that they gave us, they're currently searching to try to figure out what we have on us and how dangerous we are.
I don't mean to, like, insult you or anything, but is that why you look so stupid right now?
Parent's my favorite. Parent's my new favorite character.
Remember
again
how
to
Ren is
see-
dressed?
Yeah,
he's
I'm
dressed in a
no,
nice
He's in a
tailored
monkey
suit.
suit. In a monkey suit, basically.
Yeah, he just sort of like looks down, looks back up, is like, I mean, it's nice.
You cleaned up. You look stupid, though.
Okay, well, that's fine. I don't know. Just kind of wanted to make a good impression on people. Like I said, don't know what I thought would happen with Akiko, but it worked out the way it did, and there's nothing else to it. But our journey's gonna get a little difficult here in the next couple weeks.
Sounded
I can
difficult when
feel
you
it in
first
my
started.
bones.
Either way, I do have a little news. Apparently, Respect is trying to make good with the road.
Oh boy, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I think it's because of the war, honestly. You hear things from up north. Lots of ship battles in the strait between here and Aomori.
Yeah, well, that becomes a little bit of an issue for me. I'm already starting to gain a little bit of notoriety for starting up guilds, and people of the road are already starting to know about my movings.
I suppose that was something that was always going to happen. On the bright side, Respect is not being as strict as they are in the streets. There's been a lot less jobs, at least on that end of things. But there's also a lot less craziness, I guess. More peace. Feels nice, despite us being at war and all.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least it's good on some front, I guess. The farther west we move, we're gonna start moving into more dangerous territories. But this stupid ass knight that's with us, he expects us to take back an entire city. We're 5 dudes.
Five
It's going to
dudes
be a little
against a few emperors. I mean, they're probably prissy.
3 dudes and 2 ladies, excuse you.
Yeah, they're probably prissy, but they also have more guards than you and I've ever seen in our life.
Yeah, good
But
point.
should push come to shove, I think that I'll get Zoe and we'll probably either head west or if the others die, we'll head back here to find more guardians.
Oh, while we're at it, and especially since, you are getting your notoriety, the name's Hero now.
Ah,
It's a long story. It's, making things easier.
okay. Fair play. I need to get going. I need to get back to the group. They're probably itching to get out of here and figure out what Judy and the rest of the Confederation is doing to our manor. Stay safe and just don't let. Keep an eye on Akiko for me while I'm gone.
Sure.
I'm afraid that with my notoriety starting to pick up, and especially with me making this visit, if the road makes a demand of me and Respect is starting to play nice with them, they might trace it back to here.
Been
I
covering
can't
my
have
own
anybody I
footsteps.
care about getting messed up.
I've been covering my
including
own
you, brother.
footsteps. But thanks.
Good.
It's good that you're thinking out.
Yeah, and he's gonna just sort of wrap him up in a hug and say, "Alright, I've gotta go."
He gives you a few pats, wishes you well. If nothing else, then you can be off.
Yeah, and he just immediately heads back to the tavern.
Please insert Owl's Quill into your inventory.
Fuck, Owl's Quill.
It's
Making
from
me
your
write
mommy.
Yeah, I also need to
Quill.
subtract
Mama's
gold.
owl quill.
Otherwise, does anyone else do anything in particular while wandering around the city? Does anyone even wander the city, or do you just guys go straight back to the tavern that you were negotiated toward?
I'll go back to the tavern. I don't have a reason to go to the university.
Shit. Man, I wanna pick up a diamond for Raised Dead, but at the same time, that would eat up so much of my money.
I'm stalking Zoe.
You're stalking her?
I'm just following her wherever she goes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she doesn't really have a destination. She enjoys the fact that she's back in Ezo. She mentioned several times in conversation, just like, idle conversation, that she misses this or that. Oh, look at this. Oh, I remember that the knights dress like that. Just like little nothing conversations that she has just along the road. Do you guys do anything in particular?
Do you want to buy some snacks from home so that way when you miss home on the road, you can the taste of home and just feel a little better?
Probably won't last as long, but I mean, we can buy something.
We can get like cured jerky or something with the right spices from this area. It lasts a long time and it'll taste like home.
You can find some snacks as you move around the city. Is there anything that you'd like to do while you're here with Zoe? Besides out on little bits of shopping?
Thinking.
It is,
Emoji.
so like we've rewound in time, so it's like, instead of being like 7 p.m., it's now like 3 p.m. again. Ren just got to Akiko's house.
Zoe, do you like my cloak?
And this is which cloak? Is it a special cloak?
Cloak of protection.
It's very nice. It suits you. You look better in your proper attire.
I can't wear that right now, you know why.
I know, but when you can.
Do you want to see if we can go find you a cloak like this? I think it'd help better protect you.
Might, but I feel like I'd drown in it, honestly.
It shouldn't hinder you. We can get it tailored to your size.
She's otherwise saying if you want to get something like that, you can, but she seems in no need of it.
This girl has shit AC, she can't wear any armor. She doesn't have mage armor. Her AC will be crap forever unless we get her items that give her AC.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with Summer on this front.
I'm still very pissed off about what you did for her class because she can't wear any armor, and any class that can't wear armor at least gets mage armor as an option. That was made poorly, I'm sorry.
Stone of Good Luck is attunement?
No, it does not. It is
Yes.
attunement, yes.
It's attunement.
So she has room for one attunement slot.
What else is she attuned to? Wait, what?
That's it.
She only has
you
one
get
attunement
three.
slot?
No, she has two. She's
get
got
3
one.
attunement
She has
slots.
one other. Oh, you get 3?
You get
Yeah.
You get
Oh,
3
my
base.
apologies.
I'm like, what are you on about?
Unless Lawana
Why
Wonder
did-
is attunement, and I don't think it is.
No.
yes.
Is it?
Wait,
Yes.
Oh my. Well, okay. She does have one.
I mean, whatever.
She can
barely
unattune
uses
to that, yeah,
anyways. The Cloak of Protection is uncommon.
So put it at 500.
Oh. That was more expensive than mine. Never mind.
Well, how much do you have?
I have enough, but I just also got that money and I'd like to save.
While you guys are shopping it out and talking to a tailor and stuff, and you start discussing the price, she says, I mean, to be honest, Ren gave me some money. I don't know why, but I have it.
How much do you have?
She reveals 150 gold.
use 100 of hers.
I'm sorry, am I saying that a coin purse is gonna be a little light after this?
God damn it.
Remember, she did say, don't do that again.
Well, Chris, when has Ren been in the business of asking permission?
Ooh, it also gives her a +1 to saving throws.
It does.
Ooh, that's good.
No, you know why I like them.
How much you have again?
150 is how much she's offering. She also has a bit of silver and some electrum. I don't know why.
Okay.
We told you to turn that
Zoe,
into actual currency.
I am going to have 5 gold after this.
That is up to you.
Well, I only have 355 gold pieces. I don't feel like transferring my platinum right now.
Oh, if you've got platinum, you're fine.
Yeah, okay, I'll buy it for her. I'm using
She is
all her gold.
okay. Understood. Gotta do math. Gotta do math. She's got
Just
that
take all
much
her
gold
money.
left. No, she's got a little bit left. She didn't. She
Oh.
ain't gonna give you all her money.
Oh, yeah. So now she has a +1 to her AC and a +1 to all her saving throws. I think the Cloak of Protection is actually in the compendium on the
Should be.
side, so you should just
Should
be able to drag it in, and
Yoink.
it should auto-update the stats.
I don't know if it did. Oh yeah, it did. It did the AC at
Okay,
least.
as
Yeah,
long as
no.
it gave her the +1 to saving throws as well.
Don't know if it did. I'm too lazy to check. Here, I'm just gonna roll. She does a flip. Ha!
That's not a saving throw, honey.
Oh shit, you right. She remembers what a saving throw is. Ha!
What's
her
her
prof-
wisdom and proficiency?
Her wisdom is a 4, and her proficiency is a 3.
So yeah, it did.
Okay.
Back.
So now when we get back to the group, she can show off her. What color did she get it?
Probably like a little darker than her current one.
So like a little
Dark blue.
darker navy. Yeah.
Something like that. Maybe maroonish. Not sure. I'll imagine that another
maroon.
day.
Look at the baby girl go. Lance is spoiling her. He's bought her so much shit.
I mean,
Is it-
she's the little sister we try to take care
Is
of.
he the one that bought her the Wand of Wonder?
We
think
found it and you
so.
gave it to her.
Oh, I think. What did I bought her some? Oh no, I bought her another like.
You bought her a Wand
quirky,
of
fun
Smiles.
Wand. Yeah, Wand of Smiles because that's stupid and I like it. She
But
doesn't
yeah.
use that ever again, and I'm kind of
used it on Kenji
sad
once.
about it.
She just kind of floofs her a new cloak and says, "It's pretty alright, I guess. It's good for the cold."
We're matching.
Kinda, yeah.
Cute. One sec, people are being so incredibly loud right outside my door. Oh my god. We're matching now though. It's gonna help protect you a little bit, and it's also just gonna help magical effects be hopefully not as bad.
Just feels good, mostly. It sucks that you guys have to spend so much money on me.
Lady, I still got 550 platinum.
That's so much money.
Exactly! I have enough.
I guess I do too, though.
Wait, what?
She has enough money too.
No, she doesn't.
I'm
Ren
sorry, I
can't
had to go
hear
close the door. Yeah, okay, so. We're good though. We're matching, we're adorable. Shit. Shit, I also should have bought something else. I'm kind of. I'll buy it next time. Shit.
What were you
okay.
going to get?
I need to get Niles a +1 bow.
How much does that cost? You could find it at a bowie here.
It's an uncommon, but I don't want to transfer my platinum because I'm
You
trying
can
to
pay
save.
in platinum.
I'm trying to save.
I mean, I already spent my platinum.
Same.
I wanted that that crystal ball for scrying.
How much? What? A +1 weapon is uncommon?
I assume so.
Correct.
How much?
Give me D100.
Boop.
That'll cost you a sick nasty 400.
Less expensive than mine was.
Can I give you this +1 longsword in exchange for the +1 bow?
Is that what you want to do? He seems intrigued.
Yes.
He knows a guy who knows a guy. He will take that and pay you 50 gold.
Ooh,
Sweet.
Neat.
that's a hot deal.
I no longer have a +1 longsword.
You do not.
Did you need one though?
I mean, I have
No.
I have the Sunblade. It was just like a backup sword. I am going to weapon bond to the bow just in case.
That is what you do in case you yeet the bow at someone.
No, like I'm not gonna use it, but it's more like in case Niles doesn't have his bow on him for some reason and he needs it, I can just.
So in case he yeets the bow.
Yes. In case he yeets the bow, I can get it for him.
Understood.
And then I go give Niles.
Yes, sir.
Wait, I gotta add 50 gold to my inventory. Niles, I bought you a gift.
A gift.
Just here. Look.
Oh, it's quite fine material, and look at the engravings. Can't read them.
Oh. What do the engravings say?
Zoe kind of glances at them. Well, they just say who the seller was.
Ah!
Very well. It's fine craftsmanship, nevertheless.
Huh, made in Severny. Weird.
It's
Made by the goblins in Severny, yeah.
good, though. It'll be good. I'm excited.
Those
Definitely
poor
suited for my
goblin
needs.
sweatshop workers.
Yes.
Oh God, free.
Man, you know, the hobgoblins, they're just, they're such bad managers, you know? Working to the bone.
Dude, that's where Kelly came from. I knew it.
Okay,
It is
sorry.
actually.
I have to add.
Yo, what up?
Because he took archery, I have to do something fucky with this weapon. Does this work? Yeah, look at that plus 11. Yeah, boy.
Man, I'm just sitting here with a +9 to my normal hits.
Well, I mean, he would normally have a +9 with a +1 bow, but because he took archery, he gets a +2 bonus to attack rolls.
Yeah, I know. I'm just crying because cleric gets nothing good.
Rippy and Kippy.
Um,
Also, can I just say he has proficiency in 4 saving throws? That's kind of bonkers to me.
Wait, how?
Because he gets
Samurai gets 1 and he took resilient for dex.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
he has proficiency in strength, dex, con, and wisdom.
I was almost concerned there.
do you do anything else while you're out on the town with Zoe?
Yeah, I just buy her any like long food, like long-lasting food that she wants to just to like save the taste of home. So like jerky,
Trail mix.
long-lasting crackers, trail mix.
Give
nuts.
me a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception check at disadvantage.
Good. Give me Niles a
That's
perception check.
persuasion. That's persuasion.
That is
Oh wait,
persuasion.
was it? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. That should add a +4 to that.
+4.
Okay, that's 13.
Okay.
13.
And then give Niles a perception check at normal.
Also
Interesting.
13.
Yes. You stop at various places to buy food along the way. However, there's one store that you enter, and you turn to Zoe to ask what she would like, and she's not there.
Huh?
You lost the child.
Niles, did you see where she went?
What? No, I thought Zoe was right here.
Backtracked.
You head back out into the street. It is quite a busy street. However, you set your eyes upon her. She's on the other side of the road. She seems to be walking up a very large set of stairs.
Hustle to catch up with her.
Give me a check. What kind of check though? Give me acrobatics check.
I will. Oh, okay, acrobatics.
What were you going to suggest?
Oh, I was gonna. If I really need to catch up with her, I was gonna.
Oh, that's fine.
Force your way
What does
through.
that do?
I pick up Niles and I go.
Ah!
Just bridle carrying him.
Yes.
It certainly causes a stir as you move through the place.
It's okay, he's my wife!
It's my wife.
That being said, as you move your way through the crowd and get to the other place, you kind of come to this large staircase that she's at. She's gone up several of the flights of stairs that seem to lead up this very steep hillside. You kind of like trot your way up after her. You do see that there is a torii gate at the end of the staircase.
So you can't run off like that. You know, I only have one eye and have 2 eyes right now, but I'm still not used to using it.
She doesn't seem to respond to you as you're catching up to her.
You go walk up to her. You both.
You poke her in the back, and she keeps walking up the stairs. She seems a little odd. Like, something about her gait is off.
Like, I stop her, like, I grab her shoulder so she's, like, stops walking.
Yeah. Huh?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You walked off. Look at where we are.
I was coming here.
What are you doing?
I don't remember.
Do you want to keep going up?
I don't
Or come
know.
with you?
It feels like it's the shrine. I forgot where we were. We're going to the shrine. You want to come?
Oh, yeah, if you want to. You walked off really suddenly and it scared me.
Sorry, I didn't realize, but come on.
It's okay, just remember, I'm not used to having two eyes. I'm not used to looking with that one.
A
Okay?
weird
My
statement.
perception's... That's what I can blame the bad
Weird.
perception on his eyes.
What a weird statement. I'm not used to
looking
having
with that
two
side of
eyes.
my body.
That being said, you do indeed head up the remainder of the stairs. There is indeed a shrine here. I'm trying to do a thing. It works. No, you don't like that? Come on, roll 20. This is the easiest thing you've done all day. Yes. Uh-huh. 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 It's trying real hard. There we go. This is the kind of staircase that you are rising up toward, heading toward what is known as the Issei Shrine. It is the largest shrine in the country, and it is just milling about with people. There's people just all over the place. Most of them are attending to very spiritual needs, but you see a number of shrine maidens and priests all about doing their daily activities.
Oh. I wave at everybody.
Some people are just like, hi, and they kind of wave back. Other people are just, they like nod their head or just ignore you.
I am a happy good boy.
I don't remember if you ever came here.
I think we did once when we were getting introduced to the religion.
Maybe. I remember that we went to a shrine a little to the north of here.
I remember coming to one of them because it was one of the best ones to introduce us to the actual religion at.
She goes through the normal motions of preparing to pray and then heading toward the shrine with the bell on it.
I'll do it with her. I teach Niles how to do it in case he wants to because, you know, Ikigai did also kind of save him.
He fumbles about in his way to try to learn how to do it. It's very complicated for him. Zoe gives tips every once in a while and coaches him through, especially the prayer part. However, after you do that, do you pray about anything in particular?
Oh.
Also, that's just the letter, Jerry, that you left, correct? If you were here.
Yes, it also
Okay.
has what's in the pouch right above it.
Hold on then. I'll look at that. Understood. I'll read it later, though.
Cool. I will pray that fate continues to guide us and that fate continues to be kind to the vestiges that are out trying to do what they can, or that fate is kind to the threads who are out doing what they can for the vestiges, and that Ikigai continues to watch over us and keep pointing us in the right direction. Thanks for barking me, by the way. I don't know if I'm a good choice because I keep getting lost, but oh well. But I hope that you continue to guide us, when we go back to the capital of the Confederation and guide us through what the best steps might be there, and also hopefully take us even further north after that, where one of my goals is and where other people in the party's goals happen to be, so that the roads may take us there.
Give me a religion check.
I do it. And, 26.
Ah, damn. What did you roll there? An 18.
18.
That being said, you feel like your prayer is heard. But you all finish with your various prayers, do the various claps as part of the ritual, and then step away from the shrine proper.
Is there anything you wanted to do here besides pray? You kind of seemed like a little zombie mode.
I don't know.
When you were walking up here.
You look like Dan and Samson.
I just felt like I should be here. It sounds kind of weird.
Walk around a bit, see if there's anybody that needs like a ceremony done. We haven't done any ceremonies for a long time. Maybe I can even help out.
I feel like I need to go pray some more. That's okay. I think it would be a while though.
Oh, I can stick around with you if you need us to. I'll be fine with it.
No, because I don't, you know how it is whenever I go into one of the shrines. It sometimes take days.
Oh yeah, we'll stick around for a bit though.
Okay. Wait around, and if I'm not out in a few hours, then go meet up with everyone at the tavern. And if I'm not out by tomorrow or something, just talk to one of the priests here. I'll let them know that I'm inside.
Okay. Tell them that the two blondies are with you. Point to the corner where we'll be.
Okay.
Wait.
You do so. You see that she talks to some of the shrine maidens, who then bring over a priest. She points you guys out in particular, and the priest just kind of waves from a distance.
We wave.
But otherwise, after they discuss for a little bit, she walks up the final steps to the shrine proper. They open the doors for her, and they close them behind her.
Niles, we'll play Dragon Chess while we wait.
Sure, sir.
Oh shit. Maybe somebody I can actually beat.
Give me a check for both of you with Dragon Chess.
Alright, so I gotta figure out. I think for him it's a d20 plus 1, but because I have proficiency, I get to make a different check.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be for Niles. Alright, 15. Oh!
Yikes.
Oh,
So-
that's a big yikes.
So what happens is, like, you start the game and your skill is superb. You know how to play this game very well. You work through all the motions that you usually do, and you try to entrap his queen, the queen dragon, in such a way where you're basically outwitting him. However, maybe you were thinking of Ikigai, maybe you're thinking of Zoe, maybe someone made a noise and you just weren't paying attention, so you didn't focus on a move, but you put your queen dragon in a irresponsible position. He takes it, and the game just kind of cascades down from there. You just slipped up, and it went all bad, and Niles is very entertained that he was able to win.
There's just spaghetti falling out of all of your pockets.
Yeah,
right now.
essentially.
It's terrible.
Oh no, oh god.
Best 2 out of 3.
It is quite late. I'm a bit hungry. Zoe doesn't seem to be back.
Do you want some money and you want to go get us some food, and then we can wait a little bit, and then as soon as the sun goes down, we'll head back to the tavern?
I mean, the sun is going down right now.
I want an excuse to have alone time with you.
Spend time alone every day in the tavern.
You're alone right
Please.
now. I have ever
I'm
heard.
sorry.
Just kiss him.
We can play another game if you wish to, sir.
No, it's fine. I want to go back.
Do you want to go back, or do you want to play another game?
I want to play another game.
He pats you on the shoulder, and you guys play another game. Best 2 out of 3.
Oh, he sucks!
He sucks, she said to the man who he just got beat by.
Yeah, so this time, it's kind of the reverse that happens, except because you move your pieces in a different way at the beginning of the game, Niles moves his pieces in such a different way. He wastes lots of pawns very early on, exposing his backline, and you just fucking jam on him. You're just like, gotcha!
It's a tie, because we both won.
That went more like I expected.
That's not how the best 2 out of 3 bet goes.
Well, you know
we
what I
can't
mean.
play the third until we get back to the tavern.
Yeah, they can do it at the tavern. Go ahead and roll for it now, though.
Oh, okay. So that's 6. I'm 13.
Yeah, this game is just a simple competitive game. It was either person's game, and it just won. Your better skill won you out at the end of the day.
My headband helped me win.
He just made dumb decisions on the latter half of the game.
I forgot that I had the headband on, but that actually ups it because it's in base.
That being said, do you decide to leave the shrine and head back to the tavern?
Yes.
You probably meet everyone else.
Oh, I'd probably tell a priest, like, hey, we'll be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully
Certainly.
she'll be done. We're staying at so-and-so tavern.
I believe that the thread there said you are a friend of Kenji's.
Yes!
Good. Your journey's been successful. I am aware of what happened.
What are you aware of?
Kenji's fate, I suppose.
Yeah. It's been
1 week since you looked at me.
It's been okay. We're about midway through the Confederation.
Good. To the light of the gods. Certainly hope for your good faith. It's good. In speaking with Zoe, she seems to speak fondly of you and all of your companions. Makes me happy. The man kind of like strokes his very gray beard and just like rubs the top of his head. I admit it's interesting to see someone else guiding her through this journey. I'm so used to Kenji in my old age. Remember when he first showed up here? He was just a wee lad.
Oh. Did he have any family in the city that you know of?
He did, believe. I think he originally lived to the north, either to the north of the city or in the suburbs. But he eventually came here because family was not quite nice. He did some service in the war and didn't seem to appreciate his time away. We took care of him after that.
I understand.
He was very devout. I do hope that you are bringing good service to the vestiges in his name.
I think we're all doing our best. I don't know if it's been reported back here or not, or what if that, but Ashina's group is headed back home after some stops along the way because Ashina happened to,
Oh, like, does this work this way?
you know.
It does. Alright, nope.
Before you really finish your sentence, he just kind of like brings his hands together and puts them to his forehead, and he seems to give a silent prayer, and he then like pats you on the arm and says, "I understand. I'm glad you told us, though. We'll do honor to her within the coming week. It is customary, of course, whenever the journeyers with a thread return, but Ashna was a good child. She deserves it."
I know that they said that they were making some stops along the way to inform Ashina's family, and it was in the Confederation, so I see it being a good while before they end up making it all the way back here.
We will await their arrival. Also send out a post to them to make sure they travel okay.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I hope you have a lovely night, sir. You're great to talk to.
He gives you several more pleasantries and you guys head off.
Okay, we'll be back to check on her tomorrow.
And you guys show up at the tavern later. Around the same time everyone's grouping up.
Hi, so we're gonna stay here the night?
Well, I imagine Chris and Nod have been just hanging out here before everyone else, because we didn't have anything to do.
Yeah, we are the two.
Yeah, y'all were just vibing.
You're on date night, God.
I brought the cat into the tavern and I put the cat in Odd's lap.
This is just his job now. He is just the cat babysitter.
He likes you.
We'll see about that. Hold on. I'll guidance it because I don't trust myself.
That's fine. 13. It's hard to make a cat upset. Give them, if it fits, it sits. Your lap fits.
Yeah. It's a seat, and he's feeding it.
It hops up onto the table every once in a while, and you're like, not there.
The dog comes running in. Bork!
Not the Bork.
I just imagine like a dog walking in, and then like an over-exaggerated like anime zoom, just like Bork.
Odd has to hold the cat away from it.
Rin's
Like
just
I
walking
did do
in,
the
like
anime zoom.
unfastening his tie.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh hi, we
How'd
gotta
your
stay here the
business
night, by
go?
the way. Just like you guys know.
You're not here yet.
Oh, I'm not there yet? Oh, okay, never mind then.
Wait, what?
I imagine.
Everyone's there. Everyone's there.
Oh,
currently.
everyone's here now? Okay. I didn't know if we were doing
We
it.
gotta
Everyone's
stay
talking
the
to each other
night.
currently.
Zoe's doing a shrine.
Wait, she had one here?
She said she just kind of felt like she needed to do it. So she said she'd probably take as long as she normally does. So
I suppose it's intuition or something? She
Yeah.
seemed... I don't know.
drawn to it.
Yeah, a bit odd. Not you odd.
No, that does sound similar.
I guess after we get a bite to eat and drink and relax a little bit, I'll head over there. It's not like I'm gonna be sleeping tonight anyway.
Why not?
Alright.
Perfectly. And he pops the top on like one of the bottles of sake that it has. Fine.
Is it the suit? Are you hot or something?
No. Well,
It's very breathable. I made
some
it.
women have said that, yeah.
Not that. Oh my goodness.
How dare you say that in front of him?
In front of my precious boy.
I grabbed Mouse's head and pulled him to my chest.
say
How
what?
dare you?
What'd I say?
Not in front of my
What?
special
I just said
boy.
that some women have said that I'm hot. What is the issue there?
Not in front of my special boy.
Oh, please, you want to suck his dick?
Yes.
That is not appropriate, Ren.
Lance
That's
didn't
not a
say that
character
right.
statement.
Lance is.
That is not dinner talk.
I didn't say that in character. Yeah, calm down.
Okay.
Yeah, Ren just sort of says,
My
no, just
special
sort of
boy.
had a conversation with an old friend. You lot are somewhat aware of her.
You have
It went-
friends?
Oh. Is
Once.
That was
the
a
one-
joke. I'm bad at
Yeah.
those.
that was
Yeah,
awkward.
Ren's just sort of like looking at you, like hand firmly clasped around like the top of the bottle of sake. She's like, that was not the time to make jokes.
What's a yolk? Oh, like an egg yolk?
Now I understand. Zoe, what's the bond that held you all together? Now that she's gone, the whole
Now
group is
we're
falling
all
apart.
fighting.
Chris stands up. I'm leaving.
See you later,
Okay.
I'm going home.
kid. No, you didn't let her finish her sentence, Trollo. She's leaving. Odd.
That's BM as shit.
That is BM as shit.
I'm leaving. Where are you going? Away from you.
What did I
I
do?
am
That
going
would
to
be
I
start
grab the cat and I walk
slowly
away.
pouring
Cat
nice
jumps away.
alcohol drink.
The cat meows and says, I'm leaving you.
No, Reese.
So you're
The
Garfield
dog
now.
also walks out.
No,
I,
the
too,
the
am
dog walks up to the cat.
important.
I'm leaving you, and then just goes back over to Lance.
When were you two a thing? But
What
so
was even being said?
I don't remember.
Zoe's going to a shrine. You gotta stay here the night.
I'm pouring
Yeah.
Also,
Niles an
who are
alcoholic
friends?
beverage.
Yeah.
I'm pouring alcoholic beverage quietly,
He
So
accepts.
did you-
pushing in general. Oh, sweet.
man, you really want to get him drunk.
Yeah.
He will fail con saves one day.
It's just Odd just looks towards Ren. So did you find something?
I found what I expected. Though it's not what I hoped I would find, I guess.
What were you hoping for?
Jerry, I'm talking about scrying thing.
Oh.
No, it's even more narratively interesting that he took it that way.
Yeah, no, I was just like, no.
Yeah, Odd re-emphasizes, and you're like, that thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For the spell? Oh, right.
Yeah, Perrin had a thing, and he just sort of like reaches into the bag of holding, pulls out the owl quill. This was my mom's.
Wow, we have a lot of feathers, don't we?
You kind of study the feather now that you actually like have a chance to properly look at it. This shit, it is a feather, dude. This is just a quill. You've never seen this in your life.
I've seen something like that in my life, points at Harold.
That's a raven feather.
But
yeah,
this
we have a
one's
lot of feathers.
Harold's
Harold's
This is not a quill.
Harold's is black. I could make it a quill.
You could. That'd be fancy.
Harold, do you know how to write? He's smart enough. I
don't think they have the muscles for that kind of dexterity.
Harold is a skeleton, right?
Yes.
He
So what
raises a
Points on the
hand,
fact that
points
they-
it at Lance. His pinky falls off.
Oh no!
I'd like
I put it back
I
on.
just want to counter what Lance just said with the fact that these skeletons fight with a dexterity-based weapon.
It's true.
Yeah, they're more dexterous than a zombie.
Mechanics.
But
Kings.
yeah, that was my mom's, and it's one of the only things Perrin could find.
Well, all right. All that's left is, well, for you to show me what she looks like, and I can do my thing.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm pretty sure I have this in Chris and I's DMs. Fuck. Is it pinned? Please, God, tell me it's pinned.
I have a hunch it's
Slowly
not.
pour Niles more alcohol.
Oh God, Chris.
I'm already gonna start marking off the spell slot.
I,
already
I-
pouring Niles more alcohol.
He's not done with
I
his
sh-
glass.
I'm just refilling it.
No, and I know how to do this. But yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Now, hold on. I'm doing God's work here for a moment.
Which god?
Yes.
Niles, I need you to drink
not
that
the
very
important ones.
quickly.
Why, sir?
Because I need you to be inebriated.
Things in due time. I'm trying to eat my meal, sir. You should eat yours as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Well, very bad at
Princess-
taking care of yourself.
Chris,
My priorities are amiss right now, sir. My Lance calls him sir.
He kind of like thinks about what to say. Then kind of like looks down to his meal. I know. I miss Zoe too.
No, that's wrong priority.
What do you mean, sir?
Oblivious, by the way.
Yeah.
Chris is that the one?
He just
I
points at him.
don't think so, but who knows? Maybe.
Hold on.
You can be whatever you want at this stage. I don't remember.
I've got a
What were you
couple
saying,
here, hold on.
Lance?
Lance just points at him and says priority.
Oh. That's what he says.
Head pet.
God, you two are hopelessly gay.
Which,
Oblivious, by the way.
so which? Are you still trying
I'm
to find
pretty,
it?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty solidly sure that it was the first one.
It can
First
be
one?
the first one. If we need to recorrect it, this is just a picture, man. This is a
It's-
picture.
Yeah, it's
fine.
just a likeness.
You know
It's-
how. You know how they look. This is just for our perspective.
I do
What-
this
that's fine.
for later.
All right,
Yes.
but
Yes! He did
God damn
nat
it.
20 again, yes!
But now that I've got everything needed and I know what she looks like, Odd spends a good 10 minutes casting the spell of scrying.
You do so with your
It'd
crystal
be
ball
really
on the
funny
table.
if
It gets
didn't work.
it gets a lot of attention from the people within the tavern. They're just like, oh my,
Yeah, they just see Odd staring into a fucking. I'd imagine it's glowing crystal ball while his eyes are just like glazed over.
Yeah.
Dude, you should use divination tonight too. I really want you to ask for my eye.
That's not the spell that requires it. It's
I thought it
clairvoyance.
was. Oh, clairvoyance, whatever. Same
So
thing.
That's not ritual though.
Shit.
I'm
I mean, you
gonna.
ain't using spell slots. We're going to bed.
I don't
Not
know
prepared.
if this song is a
Shit.
good song. Let's see. Hold on.
She has to make that save first.
No, not yet. What is the save that she needs to make by the by?
Wisdom save.
And-
She has. Oh God, what's the math for it at this point?
-2, and then
-2, -4, so -6.
Yeah.
And go ahead and roll for her, Ren.
Wait. But second half, you have heard the target knowledge save modifier. You have heard the target, so it's a +5 -6. Isn't that it?
so -1.
So -1. Yeah.
So
Whatever
I
your
don't
save
know.
is, it's -1 to odd spell save.
Wait, no, because first
You haven't
name-
met her.
Yeah. I've only heard
Yeah.
of her, so
So
Oh,
it's
right,
the
yeah, 'cause
+5
odd's doing it, yeah.
-6. So whatever her save is, it's -1 to the roll. But it is a wisdom save.
Oh my god.
damn it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do your best to focus in on it, but you cannot get a bead on it. You feel like the spell went through, that nothing went wrong. She seems hard to track.
Yeah, Odd just breaks from it. Head flips back.
It probably is not like a painful experience. It's more just like you've been focusing on something for a real long time, and then you finally get the image. So you see something pop up on the crystal ball, but it's just kind of like a blank image. It's kind of like if
Yeah.
you're
It says
flipping
do
the
not
TV.
disturb.
No, it's like if you're flipping the TV and it's just like the snow or whatever. It's like that. You just
Yeah.
get like a dead
Princess in
image.
a
Static.
long
So
castle.
so you understand that you failed. That was on your end, not
Yeah.
their end.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
technically it was on their end.
You know, both
Yeah.
ends, but more on Odd's end.
so. She's. I couldn't exactly see. I could try again tomorrow. Is he just rubbing his head?
Knock yourself out, guy. I mean, I don't expect it to work, but if you're willing to put in the effort, then I'm willing to give you the quill so you can try.
I mean, you're my friend and this is important to you. Why not?
A lot of people being really gay this session.
Heck.
Last
Put more-
session was Valentine's,
Wait,
not
hold on,
this
I need
session.
to drop this. Put more faith in your fucking cleric.
But the cleric's the one who's supposed to be putting faith in things. That's your entire
Mm.
shtick. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah. Rin just sort of takes like a long draw to sake and just says, "Alright, so we're staying here for tonight. I'll head over to one of the roofs near the shrine. If anything happens, I'll figure something out to get you guys there."
I mean, we have our ways.
Yeah, Odd, you got that teleportation magic bit.
We know the destination. We've walked by it several times before.
How far away is the shrine? This tavern from the shrine?
From your location, you're probably on the southwest side, so that means so you kind of have to cross the main square. It's a ways. It's a ways. It's a ways.
Alright.
Kilometer or so, maybe
I
two.
would know where the main square is. That's
You've
fine.
made your way through the main square a zillion times. You've walked by this location, like Niles confers with you. It's like, oh yeah, you go take this street and there, because he's very good at his directions, so he reminds you on where to go. Lance knows the same thing.
Yeah. So, I guess I'll keep an eye out for tonight, and I'll get word to you guys if something happens.
Alright.
Gotta do some thinking.
Does Ren set off?
He's gonna just drink about a quarter of the bottle of sake.
That sake is
And-
purchased by
yeah.
y'all. It cost 5 gold
Which
PS,
It's
but
already been broken into. Or have been keeping track.
You're
You're
roboting.
lagging.
y'all.
Back of this one.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
He's just gonna.
He is actually dying.
Rest in paninis.
Here, I'm gonna do a thing. Please hold.
Hello? Okay.
Hello. Hi.
Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
you good?
Hello. Yeah, I'm good now.
Well, not really.
Kind of.
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, that wasn't on my end because my ping is perfectly fine.
That was a little on your end. However, what were you trying to say?
Yeah, Ren just sort of like stoppers the sake and just sort of heads out and just says, once again, if I need you guys, I'll or if anything happens, I'll send word. That's pretty much all he says.
You are out. Does anyone else do anything while at the tavern?
Hold on.
Mhm.
I have a list.
Hold on.
In Ren's time, he crosses his way through the city as he chooses on his familiar routes here and there. You probably even bump into a few people who look like recruits to various organizations that are just getting started. But either way, you make it to Issei Shrine. It is the place pictured before. I can bring it back up. It is a series of buildings, very large shrine. You passed by it several times. I think you even mentioned it in one of your stories? Question mark? Don't remember. Either way, it's a very large shrine with very many buildings. They're all just kind of splayed around in a kind of square formation.
Yeah, he's just gonna. Would I know how many exits the shrine has? Is it just the one, or is it multiple?
It's open to the air. It's big. This place is just surrounded by stuff, essentially. Behind it is a large wooded area. Yeah, so it's just surrounded by lots of foliage, and there's basically nothing around. It's one of the highest places in the this area of the city as well, so you get a good view of the city itself.
Yeah, he's gonna activate his ring of jumping, and he's gonna sort of clamber up to the tallest part of like one of the buildings. That way he has like a good vantage point if like he sees her walk in or out.
Yeah, it would be quite easy to see because like it's just an open courtyard. So if anyone stepped out there, there's less crowd now. Like the crowd is starting to taper down. It's mostly shrine maidens just doing various affairs. They probably don't notice you hop up onto the roof, but that's where you are.
He's just gonna wait for like. Did Lance say how long that they had been there?
I would imagine so, and it's been about like 4-ish, 5-ish hours that Zoe first went in.
Maybe half an hour? And then if he sees nothing, he's just gonna like stealthily make his way in.
Understood.
Chris,
what's
I
going?
DM'd you my thing.
Yes, so that's a thing that you're doing.
Yep.
Yes. Do you want other people to know what you did, or did you do it very stealthily?
My role is right there.
Right. But for perspective's sake, do you want other people to know what you did, or do you just do that?
No, they can find out. They might find out.
So what I'm hearing is they didn't see. However, your time at the table goes as it pleases. Do you have anything else to do at the tavern while you're here?
Not really.
Niles!
Except for those two.
Oh my god, not sir! Why are you so far away?
I had to go to the bathroom. I had to let the cat in.
Did you talk to me from the bathroom? That's
No, I just heard you calling.
like you can finish up your business. It's okay.
I'm done. Also, the cat was screaming, so I let her in.
Oh my god.
No, I kept hearing it, and I couldn't focus on anything Ren was trying to say when he was glitching, because I just hear.
I think you would relate wholeheartedly to the subreddit cats who yell, Chris. Yeah.
I understand. I think all cat owners understand.
Yeah.
Niles.
Yes.
Also, I rolled the related con save.
Yes.
Bumps shoulders.
Ugh.
Niles.
What do you do?
Nails. Grabs his arm and goes upstairs.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
I'll leave what happens next up to the imagination.
If you want to see what happens next in the bedroom, please go to our channel on Pornhub.
You gotta go to my Patreon.
What are you talking about? It's the
Premium
last
sub.
game of Dragon Chess. God.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah, you gotta
Wow,
get
it's
into
gonna
his
be
back
so
line and
cool.
try to pierce him right where his queen should be.
Oh my god.
Chess sex talk. I was in chess club. Finger guns.
Almost was.
God, nerd.
Yes.
Oh, they said they were gonna play Dragon Chess, but they left their set. Do you want to play?
You know what? I don't know how to play, but I'll let you teach me.
Give me
Okay,
an
here-
intelligence save, Chris. Or yeah, an intelligence save.
Well, I have the actual proficiency, so I can just do that.
Give me an intelligence save.
Okay.
Save.
Oh,
Wow.
shit. Yeah, as you start getting ready to teach Odd and get all your things together, you realize, oh wait, this is not their dragon chess set. This is one of the ones in the tavern. You feel a little blushy right now.
Yeah. Okay, so here are the rules. Actually, I'm not proficient. Am I? Not. But I'm smart.
You played with him before.
Wow, really? Yeah.
No, you played with Lance before, so you.
Do I know how to
kinda
play
know.
this game? No, but I'm smart.
Well, I know the rules, but I'm just not proficient.
I don't know how to play this game, but I have a
Just
big
add
brain.
your int mod. Just roll a d20, add your in.
I have a big brain.
Yeah, so that's the rules, and then you can have first move.
Okay, so I guess I'll do this. Shit.
Yep, and then...
Oh yeah, no.
That's how it goes. Yeah, you're learning, Odd. You get the basics in your first game. You get schooled, but that's to be expected.
Another one.
Another one. All right. Hey, better.
No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Still suck.
Chris knows how to play the game, but you do give her more of a challenge because you figure out how your backline pieces work and use your knights more proficiently than before. So you do take several of her pieces that she did not plan for.
She took my rook and it all fell under.
Alright, best 2 out of 3. One more. Go again.
What? She already won too.
Yeah, that was 2
Oh,
out of 3.
shit, fuck, you right. Well, play it for fun, God.
You can do one more for fun. This one doesn't happen in canon.
Redeem
I mean,
yourself.
Redeem yourself.
Fuck it. Hey.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
That's understandable.
Oh, he actually won.
Out of character win.
Unless you want it to be in character, that's your choice, Chris.
No, I'm fine with him losing.
No, in character, that's fine.
Okay.
No, I want to be losing out of character.
Yeah, but Chris wants
Or in
this, and
character,
I
sorry.
gave her the choice. So, you guys go, she gives you a consolation game, a consolation third game, and you school her. Maybe she just didn't move her pieces right. You're not really sure how it happened because she's so much better than you. But
No. See, I played the exact
Her
same
brain
way
has
she.
so many more wrinkles than your.
I played the exact same way she did last time, and she didn't see it.
no, give me an insight check.
Insight check. Hey, that's something I can do. Watch, I roll that one. Nope. Finally.
Not only was Chris not playing to the best of her ability in that last game, she seems very strange right now, and her face matches her hair.
Girl,
I'm gonna
you
just
drink. Girl drank a lot.
You want to play another game?
You
you
do note
okay?
it's quite late though.
Yeah. It's getting kind of late. Are you alright?
What? No, I'm fine.
Your
You
Your
feel
face-
very warm and like water.
your
Yep.
face is a little red.
Oh, it's warm in here, right? Isn't it warm in here?
A little
I look
warm.
around.
Am I writing down +1 failed con save for Chris?
No, the con save was a success.
Dope.
Also, the the stealth check earlier was a success.
How much of a success?
A pretty good success. No one noticed.
What was it?
19 plus 1.
Shit, yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
above everyone's passive.
Wait till I get my expertise.
I think I can assume she's been drinking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now
Yeah.
it's no mystery. She's like obviously
Yeah.
drunk.
Just taking their stuff in my drink.
Yeah, it's like, you normally don't drink.
What? Oh. I mean, we're here in Ezo. And I just Ren left it, so I didn't wanna let it sit.
Wait, are you drinking my sake?
You said you left it on the table,
True.
so I was like,
I stoppered it, you son of a bitch.
No, you stoppered it when you left. She did it beforehand.
Indeed, some of the taverns, I don't know, they just cleaned it up. They thought you were done with it.
No, fucking.
Wink.
Yeah, lie to me, Chris. Lie with a low deception check.
She didn't lie. You just loved it.
Yeah.
Come on, let's play another game. Let's play. We can play a game with more people, and we can have Harold and
Chris.
Sam's. What?
And he just puts his hand on yours. Is something wrong?
No.
Chris. You trust me, don't you?
Let's play Strip Cheese Twister. God damn it! I'm
Jesus.
sorry. You know, everything's different, so why not try something new? You want some? I hold up the drink.
He just puts his hand over and puts it down. You don't have to change just because things are becoming different.
But it's not what I thought it'd be.
What did you think this would be?
I thought that, you know, I would be right about my skull, and it would be, you know, what I thought it was, and then thought that I wouldn't have to deal with the gods that kill children, and I don't know.
I didn't expect this to be like it is either. I didn't expect anything to be happening that's happened recently. But just because of this, and he's just like tapping your hand that's got the mark on it, it doesn't mean that you have to change anything.
I thought about it so much, and it's just not what I thought. And I just want it to be how I thought it would.
He just starts rubbing your back. I get it. Everything that we've been doing it's a lot more than I thought I would be getting into when I left home. I don't even know how to take it. But just because things aren't the way you were expecting it doesn't mean that you can't try to make it what you want it to be.
It's not the same. You've got someone back in Horizon. I don't have anyone.
As you say this, the sake bottle is right there in front of you. As Odd is holding your hand, it tips over and spills a little bit of sake on both of your hands.
The fuck? Out of character. The fuck?
It's leaking sake all over the table.
Just pick it up. Yeah.
You put it back as it was?
Sure.
As Odd picks it up and puts it back on the table, you hear, "That was a lie."
Shut up!
You don't hear that.
Oh, I don't? Okay.
Odd hears that.
Then I don't yell, shut up.
That was a lie in regards to what did I say?
It wasn't made clear by the context. That's what you heard, and you have sake on your hands.
That was a lie. Yeah, no, he just... What are you talking about? He just says in his head.
There is no response.
Chris shaking the sake off her hand.
It splats.
Lick.
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 It does
She's
taste
not
good.
licking it over.
Very sugary.
Lick.
Ooh woo.
God, don't
Ooh woo.
Don't
What
lick.
this lick?
God, now what the fuck did I say before that happened?
wasn't what you said.
Oh wait, no, you have no one. That I have someone back home that you have no one. Right, that's what happened.
However, Odd, you do note that was the voice of your god.
Yeah, I know that was Yami. Well, I don't think that's true. That you don't have anybody.
If my family wanted me, they would have showed up by now.
Sometimes things happen and things can't necessarily go the way you expected.
Does she need some help? There's the sake bottle.
I imagine there's like a caricature of
mouth
something
on
on it
it.
and it's just talking.
No, it
Yeah.
seems to be coming from the little hole at the top.
Wait, the voice came from the actual sake bottle.
Yes.
Oh god, there's a god in that sake bottle.
Just me
Feed
hearing
her
it, or her as
more.
well? Just me or her as well hearing it?
It's still just you.
God.
Bet you're glad you unstoppered that fucking bottle, aren't you?
Now you put the stopper on.
Shut up!
Shut up, Dad.
I've been waiting for 28 years, 29 years. We had a birthday, kind of. For them to show up.
Hell, I'm right here. She has a glass already. It's empty.
This is like fucking. This is like
This is
an
like-
alcoholic and what they hear in their head.
This
I'm
is
here
like,
to help. Your glass,
like-
it's empty.
Jesus, this is like your vices
This is
pounding in
like
your
a
head.
stop alcohol addiction commercial or something.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids.
Is alcohol a
Bad
drug?
thing.
Technically.
Not even
Yes,
not
yes
even
it
once.
is.
Yeah.
But
It's a
It's
downer.
it's what is it? Neuro
Depressant.
something.
Words.
Yeah.
What do you do?
he just pushes the voice to the side and it's just like, well, if they haven't come to find you, then maybe you should try to find them.
You're
We
no
talked about
fun.
What if they don't? They want me to. I've always tried to be really good at school and become a powerful mage so that they would find me, and they would be. If I find them, what if they still don't have a reason to want me? I need to be better so that they'll want me.
Chris, it's not about you being better. It's about them.
What
actually
else would
putting
they
forth the
want?
effort.
Simple people always panic when they're stuck in the darkness.
Does this motherfucker call me simple?
What are you, simple or something?
Dad's saying a
and he
lot of
just-
nasty shit
And
about
he
your
just says in
girlfriend.
his head,
Dude, Dad does not approve of your girlfriend. Holy shit.
This is
And
the worst meet the parents ever.
yeah. And he just says in his head, maybe I don't want her to be.
It will all make sense in time.
Smite.
I'm not going to fight you on anything. This is not the time. I beg of you, please.
You don't need to fight.
Shakes his head.
I'm gonna
It's
go to
not-
bed.
Look, it's not about you having to change for them. Or you having to do anything for them. If they're going to... You want to find them. And if they're going to be good parents to you, then they'll accept you for the accomplishments that you've already been able to put forward. You graduated the college. You've grown stronger. Your
What if they
skills
don't
are...
care?
And maybe they're not worth your time. As much as that sucks to say, and it sounds rude coming from me. Sometimes if people aren't worth, yeah, this is me fucking up. If they're not going to put forth the effort, then are they really worth your time?
Why am I doing any of this? That's the only reason I became a necromancer.
That's for you to decide. He just puts his hand up to her face and just says, I think you're doing fine, from my own perspective. If you want to find them, I'll help you.
I don't care. I'm just tired.
Alright then. I'm here. For anything. Okay?
I'm just gonna gather up my cat and go to bed.
That is what you do. I imagine odd accompanies. Like just
Not in
leading
the
up to your
same
bedroom.
room.
Yeah. Just
Not in
leading
the
up to your
same room, like separate bedrooms.
Odd, do
Yeah.
you take note of the bottle before you leave?
Yeah, he would have looked towards it.
It is stoppered itself.
Did we pay for that bottle?
It has been
No, it's
paid for.
Ren's.
That's mine.
It's got like a quarter left.
Well, fuck you, Ren, I'm taking it.
You have a quarter
Yeah.
bottle of alcohol left.
You can steal from his room if you want.
You can take it from my cold dead body.
At very
Where's
least,
gonna
if it
ask
was
where
left on the
Saki went.
if it was left on the table, it'd just be gone for good. Do you retire to your respective bedrooms?
Yeah, I guess so. She is.
Is that what Chris does? That is up to you. That is up to
Free?
you.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, I'm thinking.
Oh.
While she thinks, Lance, do you do anything special before bed?
Oh, I was gonna say, I ain't done flirting yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
By all
Yeah,
means.
go
Oh,
ahead and do
great.
that. Go ahead and do that,
I
yeah.
wanna blame Niles' last loss on the alcohol
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Niles wins and he's like, or Lance wins, he's like, yay! I win! Woo!
Very good.
What do I get for winning?
Get?
You gotta get the winner something.
Didn't know
Sense of
this.
accomplishment.
What'd you say, Jerry?
A sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, you gotta give the winner something.
Don't know. Suppose that I have a small bit of spending change. We could attend the market again tomorrow.
Sigh. Give smooch.
Oh,
Now you gave.
you mean...
That was the price.
Very well. He blushes.
Hugs and lays down with.
You do so. Do you retire?
Yeah.
Free doom.
That's not me. That is someone else.
That's
Fun
a
fact,
that's a bad
me and
person.
Chris learned that Free Doom is getting married
Apparently.
this weekend, apparently.
Oh, I feel so sorry
I
for
feel
her.
so
Or
I
next
feel so
weekend,
bad for the
yeah.
husband.
No. We're not on stream. No, we're not talking about that.
But what do you do?
Okay.
I'm going to I want to sneak out
Mm-hmm.
after I feel a little better. And I'm going to yeah, I'm not taking any of my boys. I will leave my boys. Harold's in charge as always. Do I need to roll anything?
What are you trying to do?
I want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know if the like university library is open?
Oh, it
Like,
probably
wait.
is. Well, actually, it's probably closed. But
It's late at
let's be
night.
honest. You know how to get in.
Yeah, obviously.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Rebellious nerd.
Only place I know how to break into is the library. Yeah, I'm going to go there.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go. I still, from my backstory, I still have a key to the restricted section of the library. And I want to. I probably know most of the books that were already there. Oh, you good?
Someone dropped a book
Yeah,
on the
don't
other
worry
side of the
about
library.
I thought this was
you,
closed.
you guys get like, yeah, you both like lock eyes with each other. You're like, They kind of give you a nod. You kind of give them a nod.
Yeah, we both look, nod, walk past each other. And I'm going to find any of the new books, or any of the books that I was like, this is a little much for necromancy.
Mhm.
And I want to look through them and see what I find.
Very well. Give me an intelligence check. Straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence, 21.
You mean
It
investigation?
should actually
check.
be a 22 because Stone of Good Luck.
Give me an
But
investigation check.
14.
Interesting. You read through this book. You try to resolve some of the more complex necromantic things that they are talking about here. You get a good understanding of them. You don't necessarily find anything new. This is not necessarily an arcane book, so you can't really learn spells from it. But please note in your notes that you have learned things from a necromantic book, and that might help you in the future. Basically, I have necromantic knowledge. Bring it up anytime that you are learning new spells or hear of necromantic things that are happening, and I will tell you if it applies.
Is it necromantic?
Don't know. Not sure.
I wrote hold on. Necromantic.
Yeah, it's romantic.
It may be
You are right.
useful. Do I know of a section that does have arcane shit?
There are a variety of arcane books here and there. You know, it just depends on the book that you're looking for. Is there anything in particular you are looking for?
Like spell scrolls.
Looking through there, give me one more investigation.
Come on, big money, big money. 11.
Yeah, most of the books that you work through or that you look through, they have you've read these books a million times. You didn't have the ability to study the spells that are in them, but you know a whole lot of these spells. You have a hunch that, especially now that you have access to the capital of the Confederation, you have heard grand tales of their library. You have a hunch that you might be able to find stuff there if you tried, especially if you went to their arcane schools. However, here you found nothing.
I'm going to take that necromantic book with me.
You do so.
And not properly check it out.
You're a thief!
Well, it's from the restricted section. I don't think you'd be able to properly check it out, to be fair.
Yeah.
She was allowed to.
That being said, you pocket that book. It is yours now. It's just a book of necromancy. You can put it in your inventory, yes.
I have 9 books of lore.
That being said, as you're reading that second book, though, maybe it's the alcohol, because you don't really drink too much, but, man, you're feeling real woozy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the tavern.
You kind of try to arise from your chair, but even that seems quite difficult, and you slump back down into it. Man, this feels real comfy.
Oh, no!
I feel bad things in the future.
Can I roll something? Can I try and...
You can do a con save at disadvantage.
Sick.
Yep.
Nice!
Yep.
Nice!
Yikes!
Yeah, this chair is just real comfy, and you get kind of space out every once in a while, and you realize like your head is getting real closer to the table that you're sitting at. You feel like you could sleep here if you wanted to.
Oh man, this seems so comfy.
Free, do you have a +3 to con?
Yes. No.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
So do I.
Stone of Good Luck is doing it twice.
Don't
It's
you
still
have?
in that one.
Don't
Hold
you
on.
have a thing of protection or something? Cloak or ring?
Do I?
It also might be attunement, so be aware.
I don't think we found a ring of protection.
Either way,
Or cloak?
that is what you do. Do you let yourself fall asleep there at the table?
Yes.
Odd. What are you doing?
I mean, after the whole bottle predicament, he's probably not even sleeping at this point. He's probably just like pacing around his room.
Understood.
I'm spooning Niles.
You do so until you both fall asleep. Do you do anything else while you're pacing, Odd?
I don't know if I should just pull the shit of like check to see if she's okay, but I don't know.
What do you do?
You do you, bro.
Yeah, I guess you would check her room, realize she's gone, give it some time, just see if she comes back.
She does not come back.
In which case, I always have this prepared with sending her. It's like, are you okay? Or do you just need time to yourself?
You are fast asleep when you receive the sending.
So I don't reply to it?
You do not reply to it.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Well, fuck.
Chris, how do you feel about that image?
That's a lot. That's very extra.
That's very extra. I love it so much, though. I've just been casually looking through possible imagery.
That being said, what do you do, Odd?
I know he'll just wait out the entire time. Probably pass out while he's waiting.
Mm-hmm. slowly but surely you feel sleepiness begin to take you, and you probably like lean against the banister on the second floor and just kind of like fall asleep in the middle of the hallway.
That's fine. That's fitting.
As you fret with worry. Ren, all of this is happening. You're back on the roof. You are waiting there. You wait the approximate, I think you said 30 minutes, and nothing happens. So...
He's just going to...
The temple is empty, filled with night at this point. There's no one really milling about. You do see like one person who seems to work at the shrine. They have a small little lantern that they seem to be doing some sort of ritual as they sprinkle something on the ground as they walk.
Yeah, Ren's just gonna put on his cloak of displacement and just make his way down stealthily.
Slip down quite easily.
And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna sort of make my way inside.
To the main door?
Sort of. Yes.
You open it aside.
I assume that's the door Lance would have said she went in.
I mean, you can intuit it. You've seen her do this before. You are greeted by a very large statue and what seem to be several stone emblems for each of the vestiges.
Looking around, is there like differing passageways or?
No. There seems to be one door that opens over toward the north side of the building.
Does it look like the normal shrine door that we're not allowed to go through?
No. It looks like a simple door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over there.
You walk over there. As you walk across the room, you hear the door behind you shut.
Just gonna quickly produce his mask from his bag and put it on.
You do so.
He's just gonna turn around.
What of that? Why a mask, young man?
Prefer not to be seen.
You see what seems to be a very stumpy old man who is walking with a cane over toward your position.
Not like I came to do anything illegal here. Just
I'm certainly sure not. One who's marked by the vestige in one of the most holy locations in all of the land. Yes, nothing bad here.
Ren just sort of... Don't like that.
Oh,
Who
fuck,
the
it's
fuck
Master
are you?
Oogway.
No, Master Oogway!
Ren just sort of like settles his weight like back like on to his like back foot. It's like, how do you know?
Oh, I can see it right on you.
I'm wearing clothes.
I can see more things than one might see with their normal eyes. Perhaps it's my elderly wisdom.
Who are
He's
you,
like
old man?
Oxton.
Who am I? I suppose the greater question is that who is behind the mask.
I have many names.
Well, give some. I love names. Personally, I think they say a lot about a person.
Kenji Nakamura.
Can't lie that one, because I'm pretty sure this guy would know him.
Ren just sort of smiles underneath the mask and says, I've been called many different things. Ren, Maverick, Kenji, just whatever name fits at the moment.
Now, one of those is a lie, and you know it.
I mean, I've been called it. It's not to be said that it's a lie. It's not to be said that it's mine.
Fair enough. A wordsmith. I didn't realize. He kind of like continues to approach you until he's like 5 feet within you.
Man, is he calling Ren or Jerry out on that one?
Yes. Now, who are you, old man?
My name is Jinsu.
Then I take it you know the person who I took that name from.
I knew Kenji quite well. Tended to him when he was still but a youth.
He was a good man.
A very good man. Served this shrine well. Made it more prosperous every day.
Well, maybe. But his ward is the reason why I'm here. Where is she?
She is
It's like,
currently
sort of like looking
praying.
around.
He kind of like walks past you over to the door that you were about to enter and kind of like gives it a pat.
For this long? It's been damn near 6 hours.
I believe if you know Kenji, you know his work. And if you know Kenji's work, then you must know that he works for the Threads.
I know. I'm one of her guardians.
And as you know, no doubt being marked as you are, some of these things take time, young man.
Yeah, Discord?
Yeah?
Just Discord just sort of borked and says,
Some of these things take time.
yeah, he just sort of says, I'm aware that they take time, but still wary.
It is fine to worry. They are in a precarious position, one that no one else can quite understand, except for themselves, of course.
She's talked about it a bit.
Then what for do you worry? Gasp.
Ah, you were muted.
He just sort of says, I still worry because she's still just a little girl, and this is a lot of responsibility for someone like her to shoulder.
It's a lot of responsibility for all of us. We keep the rituals for something that has lasted over 10,000 years. Imagine that long, half-elf. 10,000 years! Older than me!
Sort of like tilts his head behind the mask. Just says, you're a little too perceptive for an old man.
I'm just graced by the gods. I simply have given myself to them.
Hey, I want to insight check the shit out of this man. I got zero trust for this at this point.
Give me an insight check.
Fucking, yeah, marked by a vestige, half elf, even though no features are showing. Dope. 11.
As best as you can
It's
tell,
like
though, he seems
Oxen.
legit. Like,
Oxen's fucking blind, but she can see people.
he seems really confident in everything that he's saying, so maybe it's just his confidence, but doesn't seem to be lying.
Yeah, it's a lot. But, and I'll complain about this. I don't exactly know if I trust these gods too much anymore. I have to
that's
keep
a
doing the
shame.
work I made that promise.
I believe that's why your little girl is in there right now.
Why? Because she's still doing their work?
Because she
Or
feels
because she doesn't
sad.
trust. Should. We just watched another little girl lose her life. One even younger than her.
And true holy
It's hard.
dedication.
Hard to have faith in a god that'll say that that's the path that they want to follow.
He kind of like taps you on your ankle with the cane that he's walking with, and he says, "But you must have faith. If you don't, you have nothing."
Maybe. But it's the way of every living creature to question things that they hold faith in.
Did feel when Lance has said that same line before?
Easier said
Doubt
than
it.
done, I suppose. But there is one small bit of awareness we should have. He kind of like puts the end of the cane to your chest. You don't belong here, and you know that quite well.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Oh, are you then? A sassy one. I like those.
It's not my first time trespassing. I'm not. I try to avoid it on these sites when I can.
I suppose
What?
if we need to handle this in other manners, we can.
Is this man trying to pick a
What does
fight?
that mean, old man?
It sounds like it to you. For your passive insight, it sounds like he's trying to pick a fight with you.
How
Say
many times do we have to
fucking
teach you
leave.
this lesson, old man?
To
Yeah.
go home and let her pray.
I'm just gonna bonus action disengage just in case.
Does Sentinel get through that?
Ah,
Yes.
fuck me.
All right. He is going to take his roll real quick.
Just
Yes,
a whap against his ass.
What the fuck?
He
Ooh.
whops you on the knee as you walk in. You trip to the ground.
This man's a monk. This man's a fucking monk.
You have.
Disadvantage, by the way.
Oh, my apologies. Hold on.
He can now.
Whap! Kunk!
I'm sorry. Hold on for a minute here. Ren just like says this as he like stands back up.
As you're
Just
getting
a
back
moment.
up, you feel something smack you on the forehead. Your part of your vision is blurred right by your nose. There seems to be something that he placed on your forehead. It kind of hurt when he slapped you, but not that bad. Also, he did this much damage to you, but it doesn't matter.
This old man fucks.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that.
That's fine.
Grandpa fucks.
Yeah, Grandpa knows how to fuck.
But yeah, your vision is like kind of blurred in between your, like, there's clearly something in front of your face that you can't see.
Very quickly going to snag it off of his mask.
You pull from it, and it's not there on your mask.
Who are you, old man?
I said I'm Jinsu. I service this shrine as best as I can. Take it not the wrong way. I understand that aggression is not really my style. I much prefer talking, and you have been quite the charismatic one.
Yeah, well, it's not really. Ren's like sort of like said this from like a half crouch from like where he stood up. It's not really polite, just smack someone who's not looking for a fight at all.
Oh, but I was, and it was quite fun. You know, that talisman should be doing its work soon.
Oh no. No, I feel uncomfortable. I feel very scared. I am fucking terrified.
You do see that your vision is still, like, blurred in between your eyes. It's not on your mask, though.
Ren's gonna pull his mask off.
You do so. He does nothing.
Is there anything like on my face beneath the mask?
There seems to be a piece of paper.
Pulls it off.
Can't. It just doesn't get removed. It's like it's hot glued to your face. Without the hotness, but it's like it's stuck there.
It just reads "kick me."
What do I have? I have nothing for this, do I?
Welcome to Talismans.
Yeah.
He's just standing there. He's smiling.
What do you want, old man?
Oh, nothing more. You just simply shouldn't be here. I'll put you in a bed. It'll be fine.
Hey, Chris.
That's me.
Is this about time to say that I can't be put to sleep?
You aren't technically being
That's-
put to sleep.
I don't think, is that what you took for your half-elf
Well,
trade?
so let me be clear. No,
yeah,
this
that's
is just
the base
yeah, that's a
half-elf
base
thing.
half thing.
No,
Yeah.
I only thought
No,
full
skill
elves.
versatility is
Skill
the
versatility.
half-elf.
Fey ancestry is just
Optional.
like it. That comes with all elves.
No,
However,
I
this
swear that was only trade
Nope.
elves, though.
this ain't
Nope.
magic at work. This is of a higher power.
What the fuck?
Oh, no, I'm thinking about the
Fuck.
trans thing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're thinking of trans. I don't really know if there's anything I can do here. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Sounds
I
like you should
think I'm
fucking
just.
leave.
Sounds like you should just listen to the old man.
Well, I would leave, but Sentinel. And I don't think he can miss.
Maybe just say, hey, fine, I'll go.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, Ren just sort of just scoffs and says, "Alright, I'm really not looking for a fight. I just want to make sure my charge is okay, but I'm very happy not being on this property. If that means you can stop all of this."
Oh, I won't do anything else. It's okay. You can lay your head down. Would you like my backpack? He presents his little pouch.
Oh God! Everything just sort of stopped. Would I like what?
Would you like his pack? And he presents it to you. It's just a small little pack.
As a pillow.
Do I feel myself getting woozy?
Yes.
Now, Chris, still have jump active.
Uh-huh.
Do you think I can make it to the roof?
You would have to break through it, but you're in the building presently.
I think we were all being forced to sleep at this current point.
Or seeing where you are asleep.
No. I want to see if I could make a break for the door and make it to the roof.
Okay, you run. He does not attack you. You get to the door. It opens. You get outside. You can jump to the roof from here. It's like your bonus action dash move.
Yeah, I just want to make it to the roof, to like a
Boing.
stable place.
Yoink, you do so.
And I guess like I just sort of like secure myself. I'm just like, I swear to God, I'm gonna mess the old man up. And I just pass out there probably.
Do so. Everyone goes into sleep in their various ways. Their various bits of drama and contentedness. We get like a scene of everyone sleeping as they are in those moments. I'm doing a thing. Excuse me. That being said, all of that occurred. Where the heck did my shit go? Hold on.
What the hecky? Why aren't you prepared?
I was prepared, but now I'm not. How did I unprepare myself? I'm so confused. What? Where did it go?
I was so prepared, but also so not.
I'm gonna prepare scrying for today. Fuck it.
Yeah, you may do anything. You regain any health and all of that goodness.
Actually, no, I need to scry for Ren. Fuck.
Okay, hold on.
I really like those two sets of art. I am a fan. I need to keep looking.
I'm so upset. Like
I feel like we were being forced to sleep at that point.
Here it is. Here it goes.
That feeling when Chris is like, oh shit, I forgot about Fey ancestry. No.
I mean, I did forget about it, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. He used an incredibly strong talisman on you. I had that prepared in my back pocket, because I knew if someone tried to sneak in here, this guy was ready.
Yeah, with a plus 20 to hit, by the way.
Yeah, he's a level 30 monk.
There
What?
it is.
30?
Well, there it is.
When are we getting level 30?
Probably not in this campaign, but he's a hardcore monk. That being said, you all
Is he a gnome? Is he stumpy?
He's stumpy, but he's a human. I thought about making him a gnome, but he's just a stumpy old man. However,
But I'm just a gnome.
I am not, good sir. However, you all fall asleep in your various ways. And you awaken in various ways as well. Lance, you awaken in such a state to where your body feels misaligned. As if your feet are where your hands should be, and your leg is where your arm should be. What do you do?
I'm uncomfortable. Just stretch.
You stretch and your arms pop off.
Oh!
They begin to swim in the water.
Wait, this way! Wait, try swimming that way.
You're in an ocean, and your limbs begin to drift in the direction you want them to.
Oh, that's neat. Okay, come back. Gotta help me sit up.
You try to sit up and begin flying through the sky.
Not that far up.
You see the planet below you as space surrounds you.
Oh, never mind. This actually ended up better than I thought.
You feel dark and cold.
Oh. Well, I'm just chilly. Does anybody have a coat? Is there a coat? Do I see a coat?
You feel alone.
Do I see the sun?
You see Niles.
Oh.
You sound so disappointed.
That's kind of like the sun. That's my
That's
sunshine.
You see Niles.
Yeah, I think try and shine onto that into that.
Do I have arms still yet?
You seem like a person.
Niles, hi!
He waves hi back to you.
I'll walk over.
He walks through you.
Oh. Am I dead?
Do you look to see where he went?
Sure.
You see him hugging what seems to be his parents.
Oh no. Oh. I wave at his parents. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Ray!
They wave at you, but they seem to be looking past you.
What's behind me?
You see the princess as she's being apprehended by thieves, and you're running toward her.
Ah, shit. Do I have a sword?
Yes, just as you remember it.
I swing at baddies.
You slay the baddie, he turns into like dust in the wind. You look down the hall and you see the prince being tugged away.
Run, 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 run.
You run into what seems to be a large, lavish room with a very opulent bed, and the prince is sitting there reading at a table.
Is there like windows?
There are windows, large windows. Seems to be a castle of some sort.
Block the door.
You block the door, but there is no door.
But there are windows.
There are windows.
Block windows.
There are no windows.
Shit.
There is no prince.
I sit on the floor.
You sit on the floor?
Yeah.
There is no floor.
There is no floor.
Oh, that's fine.
Christ.
Hi.
You awaken.
Yes.
You seem to be in a room.
Lance is sitting on the floor.
I don't want
Lance
to
is
do
not
this again.
Ah, shit.
It seems to be an open white space except for the table and chair that you fell asleep in.
I stomp on the floor a little bit to see if it's actually there.
Seems to be there.
I knock on the table.
Seems to be real.
Look around.
Where do you want to be?
In the library, where I was at.
You are at the library. You suddenly see the bookshelves all around you.
I pull a book and open it.
What size would you like it to be?
Oh, a good tome size.
It covers the entire country of Ezo, squashing the mountains underneath.
Does it say anything in the pages?
The letters are too big to read. You're too small. You walk across it as if you're crossing the country.
Try and make it smaller. Close my eyes, try and make it smaller.
You make it to the size of your hand so you can read it.
Does it say anything? Can I read it? Can I read in dreams?
It seems to be gobbledygook.
You're gobbledygook.
That's rude. Do I... Can I make it say something? Can I try and focus?
What do you want it to say?
I want it to be a spell. Just a
What
strong spell.
You are granted the spell Wish.
Oh. I try and rip the page out.
You rip the page out.
I look at the page.
The
Ripped
page has the arcane sigils and other accoutrement for Wish. You may cast it at any time.
Trollo, pick high or low.
Hi.
I wish to see the day I was left at the college.
You see a rainy day. You see the front of the college. There's a person in a hood who seems to be lying you down. There's a person several feet away, standing at the corner of the street, as it is empty and only lit by lamplight. They seem to be waiting for the person who is setting you down. They do so. That person returns to you after knocking on the door and then walks away with that person down the street.
Can I get a look at them?
It was hard to see. You can kind of run after them if you want.
Yeah.
You do so, and you get ahead of them for a moment, and you see, as they are in hoods because it's raining, so they're trying to keep out of the rain. You see that they seem the man seems to be taller. He's chiseled face, simple features otherwise, and short brown hair. You also see that the woman there is light-skinned, fair, with bright red hair, and sad eyes.
Can you describe the man again?
Simple features, chiseled, otherwise short brown hair. Tall.
Can I follow where they go?
As you do, they begin to seem to walk faster than you, and every single time you run, it feels like you're just running in slow-mo. As you do so, Lance, you are in a black room, and you see Chris running nearby you. She is also in the same black room, and she seems to be running towards something.
I pick her up and I run faster.
You can't reach her.
Whatever direction she's going in.
You can't reach her. It's almost as if she doesn't exist.
I want to sit back down then.
Just that lazy.
That's the most BM thing. Yeah, I'm just
I
gonna put that down.
I give up.
Ren, you're on fire. You wake up and you are burning.
Like actually on fire?
Yes, it hurts.
Drop down. Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, it's the good old-fashioned stop, drop, and roll method.
You begin to stop, drop, and roll. Rolling around, you eventually try to rise when you feel like the fire's been put out, and your bones separate away from your skin.
Oh, dope. Okay.
You look down and see nothing below you. You are just a skeleton, just like Christ's.
Oh, good. I'm finally dead. No.
Your what remains of your skin is just burning in a pyre before you.
Can I shout something as Lance into the abyss?
Can I play the trumpet?
You don't have a trumpet. Sorry.
Damn it! I can't do.
You cannot do.
Mom,
Just
Dad,
do it.
why is this? Why has my life become this?
I guess. Oh no, I guess I try to put it out. Don't fucking know what to do, dude.
Try to put out the pyre.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
The same way Rin does everything that he doesn't exactly know how to do. He's gonna do his best and just sort of throw himself at it, just sort of disassembling it.
You throw yourself into the pyre, essentially.
That is.
What do you do then? If I misinterpret.
I'm just sort of I'm just sort of basically grabbing at the bits of the pyre and pulling them away from each other so they can't create a more intense burn.
Ah, so yeah, you're pulling things away from the fire, yes?
Yes.
Give me a dex save at disadvantage.
Ah, fuck.
Mama, Daddy, how did I get here?
I believe in me!
As you begin to pull things away from the fire, you are pulled into it. As if you were pulled back into your body that you left behind. You feel the fire once more.
Repeat step 1.
What do you mean? Oh, Joe, stop, drop, and roll?
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm going to just stand.
Alright. It burns. It hurts, but you just try to cope with it?
He's just gonna brute force his way through it.
Both Chris, as you're running after your parents, who you can no longer see down the road, you see Ren next to you, several feet away, who seems to be on fire. You also see Lance next to you, who seemed interested in helping you, but then sat back down.
Lance is in, like, the fetal position because I remembered that one of his biggest fears is being alone. So, you know.
Get fucked, kiddo.
He's
Bruh,
just
same
kind
with
of
my
fetal
character.
position on the ground.
Do you do anything, Chris?
I'm gonna keep moving after my parents.
You do so, but they are no longer in sight. You are in a black void. You are only surrounded by a few of your friends.
God damn it. How far away does Ren seem?
Like 10 feet.
Okay, I'll look back to where my parents went, and then, I'm gonna close my eyes and imagine water falling and extinguishing the flames.
It does not work.
Fuck, this dream is different. Can I cast magic?
You
Can I
tried
do
to
that?
cast magic, and it does not seem to work here. Odd. You are across from Christ. You are in the blackness that you know so well from dreams, and you see your friends there.
I run towards them.
You can't move. You seem to be locked in a position. It's like you can move a little bit, but you can't. If you try to walk forward, you're not making any progress. But they're over there. They seem to be in various states of, panic, on fire, and confusion.
He screams for them. Come to his direction.
As you open your mouth to scream, no sound comes out.
We have a lot of fire boys.
So, how am I locked into position? Is it just paralysis?
It's similar to Chris' position where she's running but not making any progress. It's like on a treadmill.
All right, there's nothing around me.
Nope, a pure black void as you've always known.
He's going to pray, kind of. Just ask, what are we going through right now? What's happening?
Just wait. They need to be introduced.
Gulp.
How is everyone else doing in their various states?
Do I have 2 eyes right
Yes.
now?
You are in your normal position with quote-unquote eyes.
I'm so sorry,
So
everybody.
I don't have 2 eyes.
Not a real eye.
Can I take it out and throw it at Chris?
What the fuck?
That's rude!
You take it out and throw it at Chris, and somehow your real eye has returned.
Nope. No,
I'm so
I
sorry.
ain't about that life. Bye. Rip it out. Bye.
No. You
No.
see the scene of when you once removed your eye. You see it as if a third party. You see the pain you went through.
Yeah.
He said wait, so I guess I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I did that. Okay.
Ren and
point.
Chris.
Oh, I'm just chilling.
You just chilling
on fire.
Chilling on fire.
It's the second hottest he's ever been.
Shut up, Meg.
And Chris,
Let's just
anything?
lay on the ground.
I'm going to see if I can do wish again and wish that we were all in a circle together and could speak.
And as you do so, you feel like the spell isn't cast, but all of a sudden, all of you notice something. In the pitch darkness, there seems to be another figure there. As very strange lights begin to glow in the darkness, a voice sings out, and it seems to be that of Zoe. And she seems to be praying. She seems to be hosting some sort of ritual as she is just seated on the ground with her hands together. She's like clasping them firmly. She seems to be fine. All of you are in various states of panic and pain.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm chilling.
Am I allowed to move now?
You can't seem to move as you try to walk any direction you try.
Just go sit there and listen to the prayer. Am I bleeding, by the way, from where this yanked my eye out of?
No.
Oh, okay, good. That's nice.
However, you see that Zoe rises and then begins to walk through the darkness. She seems to have what is a stick with some bells on the end in her hand, and she begins to walk around the edge of this small circle that you guys are forming together, and she seems to dance with the lights that are dancing in the darkness. You begin to hear several people begin to chant, and as you do, and she dances, the fire goes away from Ren. The panic that you were feeling, Lance, dissipates. Chris, you feel return to your normal state. And Odd, you feel a sensation of being close to your god. What do you all do? You all also see each other at this point.
Am I scorched?
No. It's as if you were never on fire.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the other two.
Just sit there and watch Zoe.
Oh shit, I forgot about Zoe. Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards Zoe.
You walk toward her, and she is like... she seems to be dancing as she is in some sort of ritual, but she opens her eyes and then just stops. What are you doing here?
Hi, Zoe!
Yeah, I'm asking a bit of the same thing.
She vanishes before your eyes, and you hear her voice on the other side of you, Ren. Odd, it's right next to you. And she seems to have resumed her previous position sitting on the ground. And she says, she seems to have, awoken from whatever trance she was in while originally praying, and says, "But wait, why are you here? What's going on?"
Can I poke her?
Yeah,
Dude,
you're
these
too far
guys
away
suck.
to reach.
I crawl.
You try to crawl, but you make no movement from your position.
Oh.
Am I near?
You are near Odd and Lance currently. So you're imagine a 5-pointed star. You're in between Lance and Odd. Closest to Zoe is Lance and Ren.
Don't know why we're here.
You see her close her eyes for a moment and seem to pray. And after a moment, she says, "Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Everyone okay?"
I pulled my eye out again.
What's happening?
What's being on fire for a few minutes?
"I'm sorry. And they want to speak to you. They're here. It doesn't look like much, I'm sure. I don't know what you see. Sorry if it hurt you."
My family reunion is what we see.
God.
Every time. They could have just done the usual, bell ringing thing, or, speak through someone. No, I assume the rest of you all fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, had to work in our dreams.
You're in their realm now. It's a little strange here. Odd knows better than anyone.
Yeah. Well, he just like looks out towards the darkness around him. What
Oh,
is it?
that's what we hear! We hear
Yeah.
a train!
You're
Choo
great.
choo.
Choo-choo.
Dude, I didn't
Bring
know
on
the
the peanut
messages were the
gallery.
gods of trains.
No, we're in quartz now. It's fine.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
Oh, so this is quartz after the Confederation got to it.
yes.
Mm.
But yeah, just looks out of the darkness. What do you want from us?
We all want to speak to you. It's like I was worried about. You were all marked for a reason. You won't tell me. Apparently they're willing to talk to you. Each of you. This is a good time to talk to them. If you have any questions, might answer. I can't hear them. I can only hear them through my own mind. I'm going to make sure they don't give you any strange visions again. She seems to have returned to her praying.
What sort of sick joke is setting your chosen on fire in a dream?
Is that a question?
I mean, it's just sort of like thrown out. It's like, fucking, what?
So-
What is that?
So is
Of
this
course,
just
it was
like
a question.
is this just like seance asking questions?
Kinda.
Oh God. Okay.
But do you actually say that out loud, Ren?
Hell yeah, I said that out loud.
You were
I don't know
born
if
by
you've ever
fire.
been like on. What?
You
You've
were
told-
born by fire. You were a part of fire. You will die as fire. There is no other way.
Well,
I assume I'm the only one who hears that, or is that a
That is
group
in your
hearing that?
head.
Oh, great.
Hi, Icky Guy. We've talked a lot already. It's nice to see you. Kinda. I don't actually see you.
There is no form. You understand.
Yeah, I got you. Thumbs up at the sky.
There is no sky.
Well, just like towards whatever is above me.
That's down.
The enemy's gate is down.
Never mind. I don't thumbs up anymore.
I'm gonna say this in my head and see if I get a response. I will say, I don't even care about the vestiges. Why would you mark me?
We care about you. And we care about Zoe. You're her charges. And she's in need.
What does she need? In my
That
head.
remains to be seen. It remains to be seen what our powers can do for you. We would not grant you this without thought.
why did all
Todd,
of us
you got
have
a
to be
question?
marked?
Repeat.
Who?
You.
Oh, me. Why did every one of us have to be marked?
Things are happening. My sort of things. But they're out of my control. We need as many investments as we can get.
So, like, I'm also a paladin of Paylor. Do you guys, like, have a certain
Paylor?
percentage share?
Who the
No,
fuck
I'm
is
just-
Paylor?
fuck is
I
Paylor?
was thinking about Paylor is the same thing as the heirloom. Shut up.
Y'all need Sarah.
Summer, I love you.
Alright, I feel like being flamed tonight. Bye.
Well, we.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Who the fuck is Palo?
It wasn't even
I was the one being flamed.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hello.
Can I continue my fucking statement?
To the heirloom, yes.
I will beat the shit out of you.
Chris, I love you so much.
So do, like, you and him, like, have a percentage share, like a timeshare on my soul? Like, do you get 50, he gets 50? Do you get, like, 60, he gets 40?
My influence over you is weak. I am simply granting a favor. A favor when it is needed.
What kind of favor?
That is for you to determine.
Okay, you're very nice. nice, but I still don't like the nasty bad things.
I say in my head, what were your reasons behind marking each one of us? I mean, why wasn't Caress somebody to the first flame, or even Lance?
You have a flame in you. You were chosen because you are right. You are chosen because I say so.
Ugh. You know the imagery that pops into my head of the heirloom? Like whenever he says something, just anything.
You mean the first flame?
Yeah, thank you. Listen, we all mix up gods, apparently.
You mean Pale?
That's the one.
Shut up. First flame. It's the fucking the flame the flame guy from Demon Slayer. That's just the face that I see saying this. Just that cocky piece of shit.
That guy's too nice to be the first flame. First flame's
Yeah,
being
he's not-
sassy asshole right now.
He's also not that
I
cocky.
don't know why. It's what pops into my head. But hey, God said I'm right.
Is the traveler, but
Yeah,
not as
that's
cheeky.
So, what exactly? And the previous question was like set in his mind. Aaron's just gonna say this one out loud for everyone else to hear. So, what exactly do we get out of this? I mean, none of us exactly asked to be marked.
Everyone hears a booming reply. Finish the question.
I mean, some of us have especially went out of our way to avoid clashes with the gods. You have to be understanding of the fact that this is a little surprising and possibly upsetting to someone.
Do not care. We do not care about your feelings. Feelings are meaningless. Your purpose is to guide your charge toward its destiny.
I expected that answer. And he
What
just sort of
happens
like,
after that?
After which
everyone can hear.
After which
Zoe's completed everything.
and destiny is fulfilled, and our reign is restored. We will save this world from itself.
It's more so, what happens to the threads and other people that are marked after that?
yeah, you don't seem to have a qualm with throwing people away.
Why would we care? It is not of our concern. You are all ash eventually, all dirt, nothing more.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that's a really harsh way to put it.
Man, they are not doing a good job on selling me for this timeshare.
I understand marking people based on what they've done, but why me when I was just a child?
Now that's a good secret. Can't reveal that one yet. However, it seems your friends have, if not an equal, but a useful purpose.
What if we don't want to do what you tell us to?
This
What if we
wasn't-
say no?
You've already said yes.
What if we
What
just
if we-
stop?
Then you may. There's nothing stopping you. You are free to carry about your fate as you do.
But all of you hear a different voice. It seems to come from the direction of Zoe.
Oh, assume me.
But this is a charge that is greater than all of you. You do not need to serve us, but we will service you. If you use our powers, please protect what is mine.
Of course, we'll protect her.
How do we use your powers? Is there like a limit on it, or?
When the time comes, you'll know. And when the time passes, you will know. As it is with my way.
Okay. Is Ikigai's voice more masculine or feminine, by the way?
It seems to change.
Oh, okay.
It also
Is it the same
changes
for all of the
between.
gods?
It seems to change between a child and an adult all the time. That is not the same with all of the gods.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, Yami's is always probably that masculine, just like
Yep.
like just the shittiest person you could imagine, probably.
Just the dude you picture that has a shit-eating grin, like 24/7.
Absolutely, and I love it.
No, no. Okay, okay. Hold on. I've got his face right here in D&D chat. That's him. That's him right
Yep.
there.
God damn it, I don't want Yami to be a dog.
He's just the smug dog.
Ren's just gonna sort of pipe up. Gonna say, God damn it, Summer. He's just gonna say, and what exactly? You can't expect any of us to follow this course if we know that Zoe's doomed to wind up like Ashna.
Everyone
We
will
all care
die.
about her too.
Is what
don't want
everyone
her-
does.
We're
No,
not
we
letting
don't
her
want her to
die
die like
because of your mission.
If that is her destiny, then it is as it is willed.
So
But-
you don't even know.
That is not her destiny. Her fate is yet to be decided.
We're not letting her die.
This is
They
good.
just-
Getting one of,
Did they just counteract each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
If she
I
dies
think-
at the end, if she has to for whatever you want, then you can all turn to ash.
Then so we shall. If you are not successful, then who will be? Is no
You're the gods.
time
You're the one
left.
that's supposed to figure it out.
We have no power here, Chris.
And you would think that you would be a little bit more kind to those who are doing your works for you then.
We do not need kindness.
Owners don't have to be kind to slaves.
Or
not
not
slaves.
slaves.
They already did say that we don't have to do what they say. Who put you all here again?
Zoe stops her prayer and says, "What? Huh?
Oh.
Hi.
What was the question? I didn't hear."
Who put them here?
Put them here? What do you mean?
This dark place where they can't use their powers.
This isn't where they can't use their powers. If anything, this is where they can most use their powers.
Well, it's more
And
so
where are
like
we?
why don't they have their power? Like, who did that to them?
Don't know. They say they were removed a really long time ago.
By who? By what?
They don't really speak in straight lines. It's kind of complicated.
What they just were though.
Well, if this is where they're most powerful, then where are we? Right now.
It's the in-between. Wherever it is between them and us. It's not the material plane, and it's not wherever they are. Somewhere else. Zoe kind of rises and then seems to pray again and then waves her hand just outward. Everyone feels tension seem to loosen in the air. Zoe walks over to Lance.
Oh hi. I head pet.
You can physically touch her.
Oh, hug. Big hug. Big hug.
You do indeed give her a big hug.
Okay, let it go.
Indeed.
Indeed. Question. I know you like passage and all that ikigai, but am I really the best choice? I mean, I got lost and I ended up in, another country on the other side of the continent.
This
I don't
was
know
your
if that was a
purpose.
Okay, I just don't know if that was a very smart decision for somebody about passage picking the person who got lost.
Your decisions are your passage. It is not about the destination nor the beginning. It is about the passage itself.
I don't think the passage was my choice, though, really.
This does not matter.
Okay.
Some of their decisions aren't exactly the most sound ones.
I'm still mad about that, by the way.
We are making the best decisions that we can. We are doing it in service of more lives than you can account for. Past, present, and future.
From what I've seen, the gods aren't exactly willing to account for lives.
There
We
are
will
some
die
who
in their
must
name.
be sacrificed for the many. Which do you choose?
We all hear that or no?
Yep.
I think we all here at this point.
Many?
What do I choose? I choose to save everyone.
Then you are on the right path.
I don't intend to sacrifice anyone for anyone else.
Then you will be fooled.
Maybe. But I can stand strong in my convictions. And I
you
know
will-
that I didn't give up anyone else's life for anyone else.
And then
I don't
lives
have
will
blood
be
on my
given up.
hands. Man,
I don't think you understand what's happening to you, dear Katsuo. This is more challenging than you believe.
Everyone just blinks at that name like, what?
Chris
We've
doesn't.
all heard it.
I
yeah,
haven't, I don't think.
don't use that name.
I
Like
use
you
your
know.
true name, and I do know you. I've known you since you were in the void. A spirit, a soul, the one that's right there.
You feel a pressure on your chest.
Oh, he poke you. He give you a little pokey poo.
Ren just sort of like, instead of backing down, he just leans into it. Says, oh yeah? Then, you know the hardships people like me have went through.
They don't
None of the
care.
gods seem to care.
They're being real negative Nancy's about this, Zoe. I don't kind of blame them, but also I'm for this, so I don't know how to react when they're fighting with them like this.
Everyone does this. It happens when you first meet them.
Well, I literally gave up my life for something, so this isn't the first time this has happened, so it's not that big a deal to me. I don't know if that's just me.
It's the same for me.
I think it's easier to devote yourself to more than one thing once you already give up everything for that thing.
For you, Ren, there was no response.
Just sort of snorts, like, yeah. It's not a fair life you let people live. I get gods,
Life's not
especially
fair.
ones like you, can't be everywhere, anywhere, interacting with everyone and anyone. But for the few that you do choose to interact, their lives are can get tossed away so easily,
As can yours.
and I'm well aware of that.
You have spent time with Yamin before.
Like,
Do we all hear
what?
that response?
Yep. You hear everything unless they say otherwise.
Yeah, odds doing that blinking gift, just like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Ren just says everyone returns to darkness at some point.
Oh, you chose darkness, sweetie.
Can I insight check a god?
Sure.
I can not disadvantage. Yeet. Yeah.
Oh, it's C.
Nice to GM.
Oh, it's not to GM. I don't see it either.
Oh.
Oh wait, let me. Oh wait. Yeet.
Think it's just bugging out.
It's bugging out. I'm gonna DM for
Well,
your
it's a
thing.
natural one either way. Oh wait, but that. Oh god.
Was it natural 20 afterward? Yeah, boy.
I could have just lied.
Fuck.
Ah!
What is happening? I see none of this.
I see none of this either.
I'm so sad.
I see nothing.
I'm gonna refresh just in case.
Fucking wasted.
I'm so sad.
I'm gonna roll something to see if people see it. You guys see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm loading in.
Yeah, it's
I
just a
see the
Jerry
survival
problem.
check.
I
Yeah,
had
this is a Jerry
Jerry
problem.
issues.
I take it
Okay.
as a failed insight though, and yeah, this seems inscrutable to you.
I could have just lied. I could have been dishonorable.
I don't think you can lie to a god.
Oh, there it is.
Ah, no, there's the. You couldn't have
Yeah,
lied.
there it is. Yeah.
I can't even see it.
It
Oh,
just
I
showed
think it
itself.
only went through once I refreshed. So if I just never refreshed, it would have worked out perfectly fine. I'm so sad.
Oh, there it is.
I'm so sad.
Don't see the nat 20s though. Either way, yeah, this god seems inscrutable to you. It seems to be talking about something you did though.
When was this exactly then? When I
You
killed a man?
remember Skip. You skip all across the river like a stone.
Yeah.
That was me. I took that time from you. It is mine, and I cherish it so deeply.
This is
You
Yami.
sound like an addiction sort of guy.
Oh, no.
You're not
no.
really doing a good job of winning anyone over to your side.
We're not winning anyone.
Man, these gods suck.
Mine's
mean-
pretty okay.
Wait, are you saying this out of character or in character?
Out of character.
I mean, I'd
Okay.
start a character. Mine's pretty okay.
I expect my god to be like this.
I'm very happy with my choice.
Well, at least you got the choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you
yeah,
guys should
by
have
the
been
way.
worshiping early on, then you would have gotten a choice.
No, maybe if I hadn't been born, maybe I would have got a choice.
Maybe
oh,
then
wait,
I
no,
would have a
would have been
choice.
born.
Maybe if you didn't have that backstory, man.
Real millennial hours.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
ma-
Chris is the one who threw the god at me.
You know, it's not like Ren has lived in like the country that worships these guys for like 30 years and worshipped them for like a solid like 20-ish or so. Alright, yeah, no, it's yeah.
I
Worship
just want to
earlier, right, Len? Right?
I just want
Okay,
his
you
fucking
pray.
answers, and that's all he expects out of this god.
You're expecting a lot.
Yeah, especially from the
Yeah.
god of darkness and trickery and all that shit.
I want to leave.
In due time. You are safe. Worry not.
So what's the point of this exhibition then?
It is a greeting and a reminder you serve a greater purpose. Serve it when you need, and call on us when you must. But if you fail, it is not only you who suffers.
I hold Zoe.
I'll just says in his head while I get my answers.
Ren just sort of like shrugs it off and is like, oh shit, sorry. Rachel.
He says,
You have a purpose. It comes in time. Yours is more special than theirs is.
What lies waiting for me at the end of this?
You await me and then I await you. That is the path.
He starts to get mad, but then takes a deep breath.
Everybody's so mad here except for me and Zoe.
All right.
Hey man, it's almost like the only person who actively got a choice in all this is the only one who's not mad. You know, the human male. The white human male.
Zoe didn't get a choice.
God.
Yeah, but
she
she's a
did
woman.
get
Women
it.
don't get
to come
choice.
to terms with this. Yeah, like she's had a lot more time than we have.
Lance is just
I mean,
hugging Zoe in the corner, like, are they gonna
I
stop
should have had
fighting,
time to cope with
Zoe?
this, but I didn't know what was happening in my life.
And just
Zoe.
Let Ren go.
Okay.
and just sort of when they say you serve a greater purpose, he just like sort of just like you know how you just sort of like wave somebody away and just says, "I've already given you lot my word. You specifically, First Flame. I'm gonna finish this out. You held true on your end of the bargain when we were in that cave. I'm gonna hold true on my end. I don't go back on a promise, no matter how much I might dislike some of the people surrounding it."
I do not need to be liked. I created you from dust. Nevertheless, coal when is needed.
I'm pretty much done here.
Zoe.
Yeah, I think Odd is too, honestly.
And Chris?
Zoe, when do you think they're gonna
Yeah,
stop
Chris is done.
fighting?
Chris has been done.
Chris has been done.
Zoe just nods and says,
It's just the way it is.
she kind of like leaves you and steps back to her position on the 5 points that you all seem to occupy. And she says,
Sorry if they hurt you or did anything bad. Didn't mean for any of this.
It's not you.
It's them.
It's me. It's me.
It's not.
None of this would have happened to you without me. I'm
None of this would happen to you without them.
here for them. That's the point.
But despite all the bad that they've caused, I mean, we still met each other because of them.
And there's so much good that can be brought. That's why I worship Unmei. They worship us. It's not one way, even if it might feel like it sometimes.
Yami may not be the greatest. But if he's wanted me since I was a child for a reason, then I have to at least see it out. If they brought us together for a reason, then I'll stick by it.
Gods can be wrong.
Hope not, though.
Try to keep following the path to find out.
If they're wrong, then what happens to us? Probably felt some things while you were here. Bod didn't feel good his first time. But the reason they have so much power is because they need to use it. Kenji wants it for me, and what I need to do. Thought a lot for what happened to Ashna, but that's why I'm on this quest. If it's not me or anyone else, then who is it going to be? Everything's getting so scary.
We're gonna be here for you, no matter how scary it gets.
But I'm here for someone else. Don't forget that, okay? I know you care. I really like to be friends with all of you. Just don't forget what we're doing. If we do, then we're going to get lost. It's what they've been saying for so long, but now I get it. It's why you're here right now. No one's allowed here but us. Us threads.
I'm not a threat.
You're not. And that's why you shouldn't be here, and yet you are. You have a spirit in you. There's something there. Something that I can't explain, but they could.
just hope that it works out to where we don't have to say goodbye at the end.
I don't know what the future means. I just want to help people. I want to make this world better. What everyone said I should do. What Summer and Aki are doing right now. I just want to be like them. I want to fix things.
You already started, girlie. You're doing a good job.
She is on her path.
Hell yeah, she is. She's doing a damn good job.
You've already done more of an amazing job than anybody your age could possibly dream of. At the risk of sounding a little cheesy, considering who my patron is, you've become quite a light in the darkness for this world.
Oh, Ren Jinsu says he's sorry.
Yeah, the little
Who's Jinsu?
That's an in-character bit.
Yep.
Who's Jinsu?
He's at the shrine. I
What
can
do you
introduce you
do?
tomorrow.
Oh yeah! What do you do?
I don't know, but he says that Ren is sleeping.
Yeah.
Red, did
yeah.
you get knocked out?
Not exactly. Bullshit, as at work. Ren's like visibly fuming.
Did you get your ass kicked?
No.
Did
I
everybody
checked.
pass out in a weird way?
He didn't get his ass kicked. Like,
He kinda did!
no. He took 2 damage.
I'm sorry, but with the plus 20s to hit, that's kind of
2 damage to the ass is still 2 damage to your ass.
It
Still
wasn't to his
gets-
ass.
That's still getting your ass whooped.
It was
So-
to his leg.
Are we all here because we passed out? Because I had a very nice sleep, personally.
I don't know, but I need to leave. I can only... Well, I have to be here while you are here. Whenever you're all ready, let me know.
Oh, we want you to
Yeah.
come go to bed. It's late.
Yeah.
She's got.
I'm
But
sure I'll
she's-
feel tired later.
You have school in the morning. Come to bed.
That's
I
definitely
That she
graduated.
doesn't have.
Yeah. Oh,
So you can't be up playing video games all night. You have school in the morning.
What are video games?
Oh,
I don't know. I think Lane's losing it.
Ren's turn.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who the fuck let you play D&D all night?
Oh, I'll do that any
Ooh.
night.
I'll be waiting for you on the roof of the shrine for when you're out.
You're not there,
If I'm not
though.
awake, just... What?
You'll find out. That's what he told me, anyway.
I'm going to... I hate that monk. I hate that. I
You
hate
can
monk.
come into our room
Religion
if you
is
want to
dumb.
cuddle with me and Niles.
I'll leave you alone.
Oh, fuck. I passed out in the
Okay.
hallway.
Please just come wake me up. I don't want to be wherever
You
this weird monk
passed
put
out
me.
in the hallway.
I was waiting for her. Just pointing toward your wrist.
I'll be back in the morning.
Why didn't you pass out in your room? Where'd you go?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not fine, is it?
Why can't we all just cuddle in the same bed?
Because.
It's so wholesome. You all just are afraid of personal space issues and.
Because I've seen what you do when you're in a bed with someone, and I want your dick against my leg.
What?
I think we may be good unless I'm
I
wrong.
was just seeing where this
Lynn
would go.
starts crying. Lynn starts
Man,
fucking crying.
the people these gods
He's
chose.
bullying me.
I think they're all sitting at a table watching this, just shaking their heads like, "Gods, we made this
No,
mistake.
there's a
Oh,
blinking
us,
face I
we've
put-
made mistakes."
You
There's a
guys
blinking face I put
bullying
in
me
D&D.
again.
It's actually like a super nice thing that they've all just sort of like backed off, like, and they've like seen us go from our like standoffish moments, except for Lance and Zoe, to like acting
all
like
the
a
cr-
normal group of friends.
He's bullying me.
That being said, the darkness seems to encompass all of you. Odd, you awaken as someone is slapping your cheek.
Uh,
You alright there? You fell asleep.
yeah, it's just waiting for someone.
You're in your bed in your room. You see that the tavern keep has dragged you there, apparently.
Thanks.
Too much to drink. Just get your sleep.
Yeah. Just waves him off.
And Chris, you awaken to a rap on your head.
Huh? What?
What are you doing here?
It's the librarian.
Oh, I was doing some very late night research. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen you in over a year, and still you're here in the restricted section, trying to stay here after dark. You know better.
And she's like slapping.
She's got the ruler again.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And she chases you out of the restricted section, and you apologize.
Okay, do I
I
still
assume.
have the book that I took?
Yes.
I love this.
Excellent.
I love this.
Ren, you are shook and awake.
Immediately, like, a hand that has the gauntlet on comes up, the sort of hook blade flicked out.
You are aiming it at Zoe's throat.
Oh god, Zoe. Oh, I thought you were that fucking monk.
Jinichi was a nice man. Put that down.
He attacked me!
Sure he didn't attack you.
Well, Sentinel's a thing.
I have a knack for slipping out of sticky situations.
Is that paper still on his face?
I attempted to
Yes,
do
it
that.
is. You do see that your vision's a little blurry in the center of your face.
Yeah, I just like rip it off, and I'm just like, this. I don't understand magic.
You waxed your
Do you
eyebrows
look at it?
off.
Yeah.
It is a talisman that says sleep on it.
Going to work. Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's any faint hint of magic left on this?
You may do a religion check.
Ah, fuck me. I don't have a good track history with those, Chris.
Didn't you nat 20 at one point?
I probably did. Let me see here. Oh, scroll too far down. Religion. Yeet.
Tell me what you got, because it's doing the rolling thing.
19. Oh, that actually rolled the GM.
No shit. Yeah, there's a faint bit
19.
of what seems like magic on it, but as soon as you start paying attention to it, it's no longer there.
I don't understand magic. I don't understand it. It only muddles things and makes things more complicated.
Oh
Why can't
no.
people stick to simple parlor tricks?
I'm tired. In the morning, please.
You kind of like look around the room. You see that you're apparently in a small bunk room. There are several other monks who are sleeping and just like snoring or scratching themselves in the room. And Zoe wishes you good night, finds a bed that's next to yours, and just like plops down face first.
Ren just sort of sets up for a little while, just sort of watching, making sure she's okay before he just gradually just falls asleep like against the wall or something.
So you get out of bed to fall asleep against the wall.
It's unusual being... It feels like he's sleeping on a marshmallow if he sleeps in that bed.
Man, Lance, you awaken to the sound of Niles getting dressed. You had a great sleep.
Why are you up so early?
It's time to get up, sir. It's after dawn.
Come here.
He trots over.
He grabs him and pulls him back into bed. 10 more minutes.
As you wish.
10 more minutes.
Either way, you all awaken after dawn at whatever respective times you do, but for there, that is where we end the session.
I didn't get woken up because I went to bed. The only person that went to bed.
Man, fuck that librarian bitch.
No, that was funny.
Chris, I haven't seen you in so long. You didn't even say hi. Why the fuck are you sleeping in the restricted section? Get out!
Again, she does. This is not the first time.
God.
Hey
Man,
team, do we level up?
the gods are weird.
You do not level up.
Okay,
expected.
I had to ask.
We didn't do
Drama
anything worthy
XP.
of a level up.
Trauma XP.
Trauma.
I wasn't that traumatized.
Yeah, calm down. I believe Karist and Ren are pretty, like, a little fucked up after this.
I'm just here. Lance is like, yeah, I'm okay with this.
Odds trying to help.
I have learned that having a character that has already pretty much devoted his life to one thing, it's like after giving up everything to like serve a purpose, if it happens again, it's not that big of a deal because he's already done it once. Like it's not that hard to do again.
Yeah, but the biggest concern is like which guy's gonna take you in the end.
I mean, Lance has already given up everything to be a knight.
Shit, we should have asked about Kenji. God,
just asking you to do it again. I assume
Ren
Kenji's
thought about
fucking
it.
dead.
Well, no, like, what are they doing with him?
They assume that he is
but-
Ash.
Yeah. The mention of you will return to Ash is what made Ren say, fuck that. Oh,
It's
I
true.
don't want to fucking think about these people having to handle Kenji. Fuck them.
That being said, unless there's anything else that needs to be asked.
Nah.
Chris, can I slip gold into Zoe's pouch before I fall asleep?
You can do it at some time before she wakes up.
Yeah, that's all I need.
That is a thing that you can do. How much do you slip in so I know?
Let me check my bank account. Let me check the First National Bank of Ren.
Well, you tell me that.
My bit.
You tell me that while you say goodbye to stream.
Wait a minute.
Goodbye, stream.
Oh wait, Trollo.
I was just gonna ask about if I should have asked for that letter today, or should I just still wait till we get back to
later, bye bye.